One, two, two. Mic check. Mic check. One, two, one, two. That sounds a little more like it. Kinda, sorta. Uh. Good evening, everybody. Squeaky chair and all. We back in the building. It's your man, Big Smoke in the house, aka Ace Word. We doing it, man. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Let's go. Let's get it jumping right away. T Roney in the building. What it do, sis? How you?
How
Mike.
you doing? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you, baby. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna go ladies first style. We're gonna walk it down the line. We got Star Child in the building. She may be on a call on the back.
What up,
She'll
though?
pull up.
What up, though? My camera will be back in just a second.
No
Take your
problem.
time. Take your time. Do what you do. We're gonna be here for a hot New York minute. Also, last but not least, we got my man Tony D in the building. What is do?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Tony D in the place to be.
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Chilling.
Yes. Tony
Wait,
D in the place to be.
Trying to share the show out to everybody real quick.
Oh, good, man. Happy Sunday, my dude.
Happy Sunday to
Ladies,
you. Yes, happy
gentlemen,
Sunday to you.
everybody within the range of my voice. I'm kind of far from the mic right now. Let me readjust. Let me get it. Let me get it set up like how it should be. Something like this, maybe. Maybe a little more. Happy Sunday, everybody. There you go. I gotta get used to this new this damn layout, how they have it with this. The studio has like this little +1 kind of layout thing going on there. I'm like, whatever. I just got to get used to that. I don't want to be putting comments over people's faces and all of that. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
It happens from time to time, though. That's the game.
That's all right.
chilling. So everybody good? Everybody good? Where's my
Like a
other?
headache.
Where's my live poster? I'm just pulling up shit. We a little late, but we in the game. We got a couple of things to go through this week. It's been a pretty busy week.
Yes, it has.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start.
It has been a hell of a week.
Let's start with we roll the dice. Let's go in chronological order as the week began. Or we can start like some of the shit that we missed last week and roll back into it. Okay, so let's start from because I got a few things we have here. It's not one particular. Let's start with. Let me try to pull this up because I didn't actually pull them up. We're gonna pull them up as we go. Let's start with Takashi 69 getting fucked up in LA Fitness.
That's a whole discussion by itself.
Well, not really, but let's check it out. We'll see how far it takes us. All right, let's see. Oh, some arrests have been made. Oh man, hold on. We're gonna even.
Yeah, so it's 3 people got arrested.
Let me just see.
Okay,
hands here.
I missed it.
We're
What
gonna
are we
start.
talking about?
We're gonna
Who got
start.
arrested?
Hold on, we're gonna start right now. Hold on, please.
Okay, got it.
We're gonna let's see whoever channel this is. It says full video, so fuck it. Hold on.
Nonsensical nonsense. Hello.
In the building? Yeah. Salute. Shout out my peoples here.
What
man.
up, fool?
Yo, look, what's good, man? Hold on, I'm gonna drop a link right here in the chat room. Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast in the building.
Yeah,
My
we was
man.
on for 2 hours early. We did the Belt Kings thing earlier today.
Yeah, I was still on the site, still on the Grizzly, so I definitely gave y'all a shout out and a check in.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you right there. Where was I? All right, so we're gonna check this out right here. Let me first give my fair use disclaimer. Hold on, let me recalibrate the screen so this could be there you go, right there. Fair use. She said they beat that fool.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna check it out.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
gotta
So
talk
that's
about
the
it.
fair use disclaimer. And let's go right. Let's get into this shit right here. I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna try to pull this up real quick. Let's check it out and then we'll come back and talk about it. Hold on, I didn't like the way that sounded. All right, we're gonna pull this up real quick, take a look at it, and then we'll come back and talk about it. All right, let's go. Y'all are just like, what the fuck? You just said the same thing twice. I did, but
That's okay.
Just a little
And by
slower.
the way,
The video.
and by the way, I am
Should have a little
having.
slower the second time. Damn it, Glick. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Let me just pull up. Go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself and go ahead.
Just so y'all know, I am
Good
having
look.
some serious skin issues right now, so my face is
Oh,
peeling. Like my
nobody can
face is
see all
peeling.
that. Too
We
much
can even, I can
information.
even tell.
Too much information. We won't summer jam you today. We keep you on the regular. We won't maximize it.
Got you. But Tony D, just because you're a foodie, you like to eat on here. I
Uh-huh.
got some. I got some. Oh my God, Tony D,
Uh-huh. What is that?
a big ass shrimp. You see this?
You
Jesus
got
Christ.
you got a prawn.
Yes, that's a whole prawn.
You got a prawn. I just had a bourbon.
I soaked it in butter and garlic.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just had me a Bourbon Street chicken from Applebee's earlier, so I just woke up.
Nah, and I got an apple maple stuffed salmon fillet in the oven.
All right, and I have a Takashi 6ix9ine ass kicking and LA Fitness
Easy.
on deck.
This is a full
When I finish
video.
talking all this food shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Foodie
It's going
network
down
ass
today.
food.
It's
This
going
is a
down.
full video. Okay, let's see it. Let's see this full video.
Uh-huh.
I did not see him.
I've
That
never
nigga
seen
was
a full
food
video.
for the goons in the bathroom, but we'll talk about it after this. Let's go.
Okay. Watch the
So
video.
look, bro, 6ix9ine, he finally got. And the reason why I say finally, because I actually feel like he wanted this to happen.
That's
I
the
thought he
second
could
time
keep
he
on
got beat.
dodging it, but we all know ain't nobody untouchable. I stumped out by somebody that looked like Santa Claus. We finna play this video. The dude that I seen stomping him out looked like he was at least mid-40s, early 50s. You know what I'm saying? But this the little clip we can. Hold on,
Okay,
put my
play that,
headphone
play
out.
that, play that.
All right, how the fuck again?
Yo, this is Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro.
Tell him he's a fan, ran up on him.
Yeah.
First of all, my bad. I thought this was gonna be the entire video, not this big smiley face motherfucker. This nigga all up-
I
all
don't
up on the
like him. I don't like
video.
him at all.
Let me clip this one. Let me find a more credible, straight. cut,
Please.
raw
I don't
food
like
source.
him.
Is he gonna play the whole video? Like he
That's
gonna
what
You know what it is?
He's
I want to
gonna
see
play the whole
the
thing.
yeah. I don't want to see this smiley DJ Envy clown motherfucking V for Vendetta rosy cheek face looking motherfucker.
Oh God.
No disrespect, man. Fair use, but we're gonna pull that there.
Fair use of fair jokes. You ain't shit.
For real. I don't like Ghost. Ghost makes my nerves bad.
That's his name, this guy?
Yes, his name is Ghost. He perpetuates a lot of negativity and a lot of violence.
Oh wow.
He's a very divisive figure on
Okay, we
the
ain't gonna throw him under the bus. I thought I did enough, but
Okay,
Oh
well.
no, you know she dig.
let's get to some of them comments while I try to find a more credible.
Look,
Not
you can't open the door
that's
with your
you know him
audience like
too?
that.
Damn, I don't even know this
You
guy.
open the door with folks.
I see ass kicking.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the beginnings. First of all, the guy made an error already because he said this is finally got his due come up, but this is the second time Tekashi 6ix9ine got beat down.
Yeah.
Or the third. It might be the third time.
It's the third time from what I understand.
Yeah.
That we know of.
Yes, that we know of.
That
Exactly.
we know of.
So it ain't like he ain't got beat before.
All right, this one looks a little better. Let's try this again. Fair use, y'all. Yo, Glick, pull up if you got a chance. He said, Chuck E. Cheese, smiling ass fool.
You know what I'm saying?
He just ended up bait. Like, he just that was some bullshit. All right, let's try this again, man. Let's get into this joint right here, man. This good boy right here. Hold on. We're gonna pull it up like this. Here goes stream, y'all. This mother flower. And we just gonna add it to the stream like that, and we gonna rock and roll. Let me meet myself.
This look like the movie.
Oh wow.
These motherfuckers got intro for ass whooping. If y'all don't get to the damn video.
Yo, this is Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know, but y'all niggas chummy, nigga. I know, I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why he look like that?
Yo, this is Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know, but y'all niggas chummy, nigga. I know, I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Mm-mm.
Now you got a bilingual narrator.
Oh wow.
Why he
Now
look
we
like
got
that?
the Asians in the chat.
He had tight.
Hey there, celebrity
It was an epic
enthusiasts.
fail.
Welcome to
I don't
Shit
know
was
why he had
epic
those shorts
fail.
on. Who goes to the gym wearing the little tiny ass shorts?
You know what I'm saying?
He looked really
You know what it
little.
was? I was trying to find the real, the actual straight raw uncut, like a clip of the video because people were talking about it. It's you know, like my thing is my whole shit is this, right? For the people out there, because I need to use your material because I ain't got time for all this shit, right? So when you putting your videos together and you doing shit like this is what I need you motherfuckers to do, right? I need you to come in for 2 minutes, say what you're gonna do, roll the whole thing on the entire screen. All right. So other people like me can lift the shit and play it on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're done, you can go back to full face and then you can do your little critique of it, whatever. But put it out there so other folks could lift it and get a little stab at the joint too. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, y'all?
It does.
Let me live. Don't make this so difficult because I'm
Okay, well here I got a video. I got some.
surfing through shit. Like there you go, because you're faster on the draw than me. I'm trying to find
I'm sitting here looking myself for you now.
this
Here, let me put it on the
bullshit.
private chat.
Yeah, drop that beautiful beam footage.
That beautiful beam footage.
But I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, why can't I just get a quick what's his name? Like, give me a minute, I'll be up. All right, cool. Let me get to his we'll get to hear from him live when he pulls up. So yeah, I was like, in the meanwhile, let me just throw a banner up there. Fuck it. Follow Sunday Night Smoke on IG. Damn it. Let's go, baby. You know
That's one.
what I'm saying? Follow us on IG. Like, share, subscribe.
Check your private box.
Let's check the private box. Let's pull it up. See what we hitting for. Here we go. All right. There you go. Reliable T. Roney in a building. Special report. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is an ad. I'm going to let the ad run first. So I'm just going to filibuster until the ad plays out. And then we're going to present that beautiful footage. Let's see here. Okay.
Oof, look brutal.
Because I don't want to, well, I don't know. I mean, nigga got his shit bust. That's normal and that's just regular. That's
Where was
business.
it?
Shit ain't the first or the last
In
time he got
Florida?
his shit bust. I said he got his shit bust from man.
Start off backstage too.
Nigga got his snot box rocked. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Start out
This is
backstage.
when- Okay, tell her to hang on tight. Hang on tight 1 second, sis. Hold on. I'm trying to get past this so we can get to the goodies. All right, here we go. We paused it for a second. All right, right where? Oh man. Wait. All right, so Star Child, we're gonna bring you back up. Yeah, you better start dropping out too. Don't be a dropout. Continue the course.
It's not that. I was
Graduate.
I'm
Don't drop out, y'all.
I'm trying to eat and be a lady and not do what Tony D
Don't
do
worry.
and just
Just
eat
go
on.
put your thing on. Look, put your we got Chris Glick in the house, Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Put your avatar up. There you go.
There you go.
Enjoy your food. You know what I mean?
This
Because it's really good.
All right, enjoy your food. We're gonna roll the footage. Glick, just
Roll
in
that
time.
beautiful
This
footage.
motherfucker.
Roll that beautiful footage. I mean, sorry, that's not beautiful because you got
Yeah, it is. All
Like,
right, let's
please.
roll the first. Let's go with the fair use disclaimer. We're gonna flash that. We're gonna take that back down. Not like we
Okay.
give a fuck. Then we're
What
gonna
up,
go
Vic?
to present.
What up,
Wait,
guys?
what's good, man?
What up, Glick?
I
Shit.
figured I'd grace you guys with my presence.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you
wow.
so fucking much
This
for adding a
Oh,
little
wow.
ethnic diversity to the stream. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? No white jokes today. Let's see, share screen. Let's find this shit, man. Let's find
Damn,
this
I guess
shit.
I'll leave. There you
Nope.
go.
No, no, you don't, damn it. I get affirmative action. I get 2 credits for this.
That's right.
One, we get a white guy. 2, he's drinking. So
Yeah.
we get double credit.
Don't forget you got a champ in the house.
Oh,
Okay.
you roll the
And
foot
that
in.
looks very nice too. Yes. Yes. Throw your channel in the chat also so I can throw it on the screen. But let's get into this shit right here. Let me mute myself and let's rock and roll.
Okay.
Jump 6'9", bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, I'm a fan, bro. I know, I ain't jumping, bro. I'm saying. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, jump 6'9", bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. I'm just saying, I'm a fan, bro. I know, I ain't jumping, bro. I'm saying.
How he end up?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Who's having a fight with the fucking audio back there? Stop out.
He's messing with
Mute
the
your
audio.
shit.
That ain't me. Yeah, that ain't me.
I said, start time. You should join. Anyway, I'm just a fan, but I'm just saying. So let's see. This is a classic episode of When the Rubber Meets the Road. Okay. As in, you know, you can come on the internet, talk tough as fuck all the time, talk crazy to folks. You know what I'm saying? Be disrespectful to folks, do all of that. But what happens when you get caught slipping without security? Shit got real. What do you think? Jazzy P in the building. What's good, Jazzy P? How you doing? We chilling like a villain. Thanks for joining us. Happy Sunday.
Jazzy P was good.
Oh
Hey,
man,
Jazzy
you
P.
just missed the footage of I'm sure you probably saw. We just talking. We're covering a few different topics today. We were just talking Takashi 6ix9ine getting fucked up in LA Fitness. What do you think, Roni? Was that collateral damage? Or what are we talking about here? Is that a good look? Because I don't condone violence, but when you on the internet talking crazy all the time, sometimes it catches up with you. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yes,
sis?
it does. I'm
Take
not. That's for true. That is 100% truth. Sure, and it ain't the first time. Ain't gonna be the last time. You're probably gonna get back on and still talk crap, and damage gonna be done. And it is what it is. You know. He looks. I think he make another album out of that. Hopefully. Sure, with some. I got beat up in the LA Fitness.
No, they don't rhyme about that. The L's, only the wins. And now, also, let me try to find while we think. Let's see, Star Child. While we bring her back up, like, ma, check this out here. Hold on, there you go.
So apparently, one of the guys who was in the altercation, his wife put up a GoFundMe to pay for his hospital bills. I guess the Santa Claus looking one. He has a GoFundMe account out now to help pay for his hospital bills.
I think Takashi needed the hospital bills. I mean, he had enough to pay for his own shit, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think I don't know. Tony D, what you think? I'm just working my way from left to right.
I'm gonna go ahead and be the dumb one.
Go ahead.
Who's hospital bills? His or Takashi's?
His. I'll show you the article. Let me see.
What hospital bill did he need when he wasn't the one that got hit?
Yeah, he
Did
was the
break
one
his hand
working.
when he was
You know what?
punching?
He may have broken fists and shit from working that.
Right.
Dude didn't even fight back. Take that GoFundMe down.
I think they apprehended. I'm gonna pull that up too while we
That
talk about
GoFundMe is for his bail money.
really.
He ain't fooling nobody. That GoFundMe is for his bail money. Y'all beat him up, but you need hospital bill money. Get the fuck out.
Shit is
Mind you,
real.
there was 3 of you. If there's 3 of you and you still need hospital bill money, something ain't right.
Let's see.
Especially when all the show was you all using y'all's feet.
I'm gonna see this
What
again.
you got to do? Get money for repairing your shoes?
I put it in the private chat, the article.
I seen hands and feet getting put on this nigga.
I barely saw
Right
hands.
for 6'9" attacker.
Y'all leave that little
You saw
knucklehead
hands
alone.
and feet.
Of the
He done
attacker.
been to jail.
Oh man, hold on.
They
Let
done
me
publicized his whole private life. He got out of jail. He told on all of y'all. He said he was gonna leave. I mean, he's out. Y'all said he's out the game. He ain't even got a baby mom. He could barely be there for his kids. He got $10 million. Y'all leave that man the hell alone. I ain't got no reason to fight him. He ain't said nothing about me. I'm gonna do like Muhammad Ali. He ain't talk crazy about me. I ain't got no problem with him.
But he talks too much smack, so that's why.
But if he's talking to direct people and those direct people are going at him, I got that.
Yeah,
Other
that's
than that,
true.
everybody out here jumping him.
People
This is
got friends.
ridiculous. Y'all ain't got nothing
People
better to
got
do on
friends.
the news but jump a used to be rapper who wasn't really in the gang that everybody says. Don't none of them claim him. The celebrity gang members don't claim him. So everybody got to pretty much shun themselves and distance themselves away from him. And y'all still fighting him? Nah, go fight the real people you mad at. Go fight the real people messing with y'all's money and y'all's families. Leave him the hell alone. And Tekashi, do me a favor. Don't say nothing crazy no more about nobody. If you want to say what you want to say and you ain't scared, this is what's going to happen.
That's the game.
That is the game.
That's a reputation. Because remember, that's his game. You know what I mean? It's entertainment at the end of the day, right? It's all entertainment.
But he the butt of the jokes and the butt of the blow.
No, his entertainment is like really, he go in on people. I don't know if it's like, this ain't no regular rap battle that he be doing. He be like pointing people out and calling their name and stuff. Like
that's why he getting beat up. That's why he just answered the question. So I apologize. I don't listen to his music. I haven't. I barely
I've
heard
never
his
heard
songs.
Tekashi 6ix9ine songs.
His lyrics be a little like intense. If you
I
ever
believe
heard.
It be most of them little niggas. That's why they be getting shot up and shit. You know the game.
I'm
This
not
is
even gonna
light.
lie.
That's
I
light. Because
remember
remember, they could have popped his ass. Remember, right? That was light work right there. Because you see this Santa looking like what your man said.
That was light work. You're right. That was light work.
That was light work right there.
Lucky,
He got popped. He could have
I'm
really
not even
got
gonna
work
front.
over there.
I remember when Power was on. The
It was
original Power
light.
series.
He was able to get up and walk away still talking like, y'all jump me. That shit was light, bro. I mean, he had a little busted nose, like when they showed him up close, like his, he definitely got his grill got touched a few times. He definitely got, you know what I mean? He definitely got maybe punched or kicked in the face, like he maybe, you know what I mean? He got a little, you know what I mean? He was definitely leaping.
Is it a cap?
For this right here, this is cap. This Santa Claus saying niggas a cap and a beard. You got a beard and a cap. You put the two together. We're not gonna co-sign this lawsuit. Let me take them down because they were apprehended already. You know what I'm saying? Rumor has it he's a professional snitch to Tekashi. What do you think, Star Child? We didn't hear nothing from you since you're back in the building to talk about it. I'm gonna try to pull this up. We're gonna play this one more time. Let's see if this was light.
I'm not
work
really
or not.
sure what kind of take we're taking on this. I just think that
I'm asking your opinion.
Oh, my opinion.
Are you familiar with him? His background?
Yes, absolutely, I am.
And the shit he talk, and this craziness he talk about.
I am.
How crazy he talk.
Of course, all of us are Gen Xers. We were raised by a different code. We have different moral codes and things like that. Some of ours are different, but I think all of us in this age range, we live by the mode of shut the fuck up and mind your business. He talks too much. We don't snitch around here. I don't have any respect for snitches. I am far removed from street life, but I am very well aware of what street life laws do because of where I'm from. We don't play these games out here. He shouldn't even still be breathing. By our codes, he shouldn't still be breathing. You understand me? So
that was like.
With that being said, the fact that he's still alive and breathing to even get jumped on camera, I'm just mad that they didn't take him out. You know what I mean? But since they didn't, shut the fuck up, take your licks and go home.
They took him out all right though. I'm just saying they took him out to the yard, gave him a little spanking,
You know what
and
I
sent him
mean, though,
because you
because I
really
can't
don't
say
want
that
to
on
see
camera. You
nobody
know what I
get
mean.
bodied like that. But that was
Not over
definitely
some
light
rap
work.
lyrics. Yeah.
But Tekashi 6ix9ine is the epitome of what this generation does. They
Yes.
they
Fact.
they they
Facts.
glorify fuckery.
Yep.
They glorify cowardice. They glorify egocentric, childish behavior. And then you wonder why this same motherfucker running around like this. Kill it at the head. You have to kill a snake, cut the head off.
We'll put it like
He
this,
shouldn't
right?
he
I think
shouldn't still be walking around talking. Even
we'll
if
put
he's
it like
still
this.
walking around talking, his fronts shouldn't be available to him. You understand me?
But remember, he's talking a lot of the people he's talking to, right? And talking about
Mhm.
because remember, it's the let's run it. We'll just keep this shit. How can I loop this motherfucker?
I feel like the whole thing was staged. I feel like it's a cat.
It is
I
staged.
don't think
It's
so.
all
Beat
staged.
down
It's
and
all for
everything.
You think
it's all
so?
for relevance.
I
It's
see
all
it.
for
You
views.
think that with the
It's
busted
all to
nose?
keep.
I don't think that's staged. I think y'all are wilding. He really got fucking punched in his face. That shit ain't fake.
But
I
then
mean,
you,
y'all probably have never been in a fist fight before, but
I
that did
have
not look fake to
plenty.
me. I don't mean like that, but I'm talking about like this on the floor getting kicked in your fucking face.
but you got to understand Tekashi
That's
6ix9ine
what I'm
as
talking
an
about.
artist. He do stuff to the extreme so he can get attention. He does stuff like this. Like that's
Oh, to
his
get
whole
punched in the
MO.
So what do you think? Real? So let's break out the real or cap. Is this real or is this like a publicity stunt? Talk to me.
I think it's a cat.
It looks like a stunt. How come nobody got the whole?
Let's walk around the
I think
room
it's
on this.
cat.
Lick,
I
what
think
you
it's
think?
cat.
Lick, get off the
I think it's cat.
motherfucking. You Tony D me right now, man. Get
Oh
off the
no,
internet.
I
Get off
actually,
the internet, nigga.
I'm not Tony D'ing you because I'm doing
Come
something
on,
that
man.
Tony doesn't know how to do. I know this from
Oh, okay,
personal
I'm fucking.
experience. I'm sharing
Go
your
ahead.
show out and letting our viewers know that we're live with you right now.
I don't
All
do
Really
right.
don't know how
I'll
to
take
share
it
our
back.
show either.
Okay.
No,
Wait,
I'll keep
hold
it
on.
short and sweet. Karma's a bitch, and
Wait,
he
hold
got
on,
what
hold
he
on.
deserved.
Wait. Let me give myself one of these first. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying now?
No, I'll keep it short
Good
and
job,
sweet.
bro.
Karma's a bitch, and he got what he deserved. If it's a publicity stunt, then it's going to come back around
Gonna go
2
outside.
times over and be twice as bad when it comes out as being staged and fake.
But arrests were made already, allegedly. So this was not fake.
Yeah.
Let me get to that. Arrests were made already. I don't think this was a publicity stunt.
I don't think it was either. I think
that was real. I seen him get kicked in the face, man. I don't know what y'all saw.
Hey,
I saw
I've been
two
kicked in
totally
the face
different
like that
things.
before. That looked real to me.
Yeah, these dudes are arrested already. Hold on, here they go right here. Wait,
Yeah, I saw that story last week. They got arrested.
yeah, he's already they're apprehended already. So I don't think a publicity stunt goes that far. It could be like a Jesse Smollett. What was that goofy motherfucker's name?
Oh my god,
that did that stupid shit.
Juicy
Do you
Smollett.
really think he would pull a Jesse Smollett?
Oh, we talking about Juicy Smollett? Juicy Smollett?
What you call that goofy?
We talking about Juicy?
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett? We talking about him? The rapper from France? Okay.
Yeah, this motherfucker pulled the I'm gonna throw it back. Remember the motherfucking Tawana Broly back in the days?
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
I do.
I remember Tawana Brawley, and I still believe that happened.
I believe Tawana. I believe Tawana.
Didn't she say it was a hoax?
She said it was a hoax, but then
But they
she
pressured her
retracted
into
it and said that it was real.
She said that
It was
Suge
real.
Knight
They was
paid her
thinking
to
it was
say that.
real. Okay, so I'm gonna take the smoke off of her name then. I don't know, but that's kind of
That's a
crazy. Like it
delicate
was real, and then it's like, is it not real?
She
No,
said
it
that
was fake.
Suge Knight. She said that Suge Knight and the Bloods
Suge
paid
Knight
her to talk,
pulled up
to
in the
retract
bathroom on
statement.
her and said, "Say it was fake." Like, what the fuck? Y'all may have missed that joke for those that don't know the history of how that nigga used to roll, but whatever. Okay, so let's just stick with the Jesse Smollett.
Juicy.
So this was a Jesse Smollett, or was this real? Before we move on to the next topic, what do you guys think? We're gonna go one more time.
I think
Ronnie,
it was fake.
fake.
Cap,
Ronnie D.
all cap,
Something doesn't look real about it to me. I have to admit.
Okay.
cap.
Cat. Blick.
I'll
That
be
looks
the
like a
outsider.
real.
I'm gonna say it was real.
Okay. She says cap. So we're gonna go with 3 cap, and me and Glick think it's real. So I guess
Majority
you guys,
rules.
you know, 3-2. So it was cap. But remember, cap is always in the eyes of the beholder. Okay, so we're gonna keep that.
Yeah, keep it
You know
going.
what I'm saying? Keep that fair use. Let's
I'll
see
keep
what else we had in the bag. Let's talk about the motherfucking Trumpster. Because
Wow.
a little while
This
ago,
nigga,
all right, because look, peep it though, Star Child. You were saying treason and all this other crazy shit. So now the apparently some kind of indictment is dropping on the Trumpster. So we're gonna talk about this shit because now I guess some
you know what
people are
it's for?
happy.
You know what it's for though?
I guess
I'm,
some people are.
I'm gonna not talk
You know
about
what it's for though,
Okay, so
Snoop?
you can not comment. Everybody's fine on not commenting, but
Sorry.
I'm gonna talk about this shit if I can find it.
No, do you know what? Do you know what he's getting indicted for though?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Let's
Yeah,
find out.
I do.
Yeah, I'll
I
start
know
talking
why.
about it. Start talking about the shit while I pull it up. Go ahead. Let's keep
Sorry,
this shit
my
rolling.
bad.
Go ahead. No, I said start talking, not stop talking. I
Oh,
said
he's
start.
getting indicted about telling the porn star chick to shut the fuck up about
Oh,
sucking his
about the
dick.
payoffs. Oh, yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
didn't see that. I'm bugging out. I forgot.
Yes,
See,
that's what
life
it was.
moves so fast.
that's
It
what
was
he's
about
getting
porn
indicted
star
for.
payoffs.
He's not getting indicted for taking documents out of the White House. He's not getting indicted about talking to Vladimir to the Russians. He's not getting indicted for none of that shit. None of that.
You know what? You're absolutely right. It was all about payoff to the porn star,
Yes,
right?
to Misty Storm.
Before the
To
election
Misty
or some shit
Storm.
like that.
Stormy Daniels.
All right, so let's find this. Let's see. Let's check
That's
it out.
what he's getting indicted for. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Ah.
Oh, smoke, fuck you.
Let's see what she looks like, and I'll tell you if I'm with it or not.
She's ugly as hell.
All right, here she goes. Hey, come on, let beauty. All right, here she goes.
She is.
Stormy
She looked like
Daniels'
she
first
looked like
comment.
she's like she's been smoking meth in a meth den for 20 days.
Wait. Hold on. Let's.
Hold on. We're not gonna put
We
her in the
need
bus.
2 pictures. We need a picture when he was dealing with her, and then the picture for when now, because she does look different now.
She
So we're
does.
gonna
She
see
looks
both.
very
Look, check
different.
it out. Well, that's why we're gonna pull this beautiful footage up and roll this motherfucker. So let's go.
Now we got the evil silence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Describing
Oh, Crypt Keeper.
interview with Times of London.
Did she have
Daniels
big boobs or something like that?
She did. She had humongous boobs.
He received the $130,000 in hush money payments during Trump's presidential.
Okay, there she is. Yeah.
This is the before.
That's
So
the-
let me tell you
Yeah.
something about her before. You was
Yes.
throwing a lot of shade on her, player. But let me tell you something, young lady. The time that this went down, she wasn't all those things that you say she was. She
Look at
No,
the
I
eyes.
didn't say
because
that. I'm not
remember,
even saying that it's true.
the
I'm
fish
saying
can't
what
judge
she
the
looks
fish.
like.
Only the fisherman can judge the fish.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh my
Don't
gosh,
fuck
she's
yourself. So let the
used
men
to
let's let the men talk about how she looks. Okay. At this time, I guess this is when this episode went down.
Ew.
Tony D. Well, you can say ill because you're not into white women, I would assume. Neither am I, but if I think she was a porn star, right?
Yes.
Allegedly. So
She
obviously she
sucks
looked
dick.
good enough to be well shit. If you don't do it and if you're not doing that, I have a problem with you. Not the country that you stated for the record. Anyway, this lady right here, she was a porn star, so obviously she looked good enough to meet the criteria.
Yes.
Okay.
See, he was rich back then.
Definitely,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
be a
gonna
porn
say
star.
she looks. Let me. You know, you got a chance to bash. You'll get the mic will get back
Sorry,
around
my
to
bad.
you.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say that she, right here in this picture with a slightly older Trumpster, I guess she is not a bad looking lady at that time. I'm gonna be honest. She's not chopped liver. I don't know how old she is in this photo, whether she was still involved in adult filming, mattress actress, whatever you want to call it. Right? I'm just saying, right?
That's a good one.
But she was not that bad looking. So let me just get back to the footage because I just heard you throwing all kind of shade on her and shit, and I'm just like, wait a minute, damn it. She looked all right. She looked good enough for a rich white guy to be fucking her. So I mean, she wasn't that bad. Just saying, a rich black
The
guy
standard is
would
low.
have been doing the same thing as well. The standard is low. Okay, so compare right now, right? Compare yourself to this lady right now. Okay, I didn't want to go here, but like we're gonna compare her in this picture right now to yourself right now because you're fucking forcing my hand right now.
For real, Smoke?
Wait,
I'm
what's
just
the
saying because
question?
I'm just saying we have an audience out there. So since you throwing all kind of shade on her, should I put you and her side by side? You guys, you want to have
Please
a
do.
fucking pose
Please
off?
do.
Like, what the fuck are you looking for here? All right, good. Let's
Please
try.
do.
I
Please
don't know how
do.
to do it. Okay. Just, I don't know how to do this.
Is that her now? That's her back
No,
then.
this is not Trump now, fucking obviously.
You
And
can put my
No,
picture
I'm
up
talking
right
about
now,
this
and
is
I'll
if you
flex
her
on that hoe.
before you see, Trump is younger in this picture, right? So obviously this is years ago, right?
no,
And she's next to him in the picture. So we're gonna assume that this is also her years ago because
right.
this picture is
Choose
Trump
a good
years ago
picture
when
of
they're
me,
in the same
Smoke. Choose a
picture.
good
So
picture.
we're gonna assume that this picture was taken together years ago.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So this was them then when the
Mhm.
alleged scandal took place. Okay. Let me just lay it out nice and slow for everybody. So there you go. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish. I just want to finish the article because it's only 2 minutes, and then we're gonna jump back into it. All right. Let's do this.
Tonight, monumental and epic. That is how Stormy Daniels is describing Donald Trump's indictment tonight in a new interview with the Times of London. Daniels, of course, is at the center of this entire case. She's the adult film star who received the $130,000 in hush money payments during Trump's presidential campaign. Kyung La is out front.
I don't know. Like, I still feel kind of numb. It's starting to sink in now, but not in a good way.
Stormy Daniels, in her first interview since Donald Trump's indictment, tells the Times UK this is a vindication.
I get in these moments where I get emotional. I'm like, I wish I had never done this. This is so stupid. But I'd still do the same thing because it was the right to do.
It's a legal decision that's been years in the making since Daniels first burst into the public spotlight. She's known as the adult movie actress tied to the former president, but she was born
So she still got big boob.
Yeah. Oh,
Hold
them
the fuck up.
influencers.
She
Them
does not look
influencers
as
never
bad as
last
you
me,
just now
baby.
said, young lady. Let's reevaluate this situation here. Hold the fuck up now. I don't know, man. I think she's giving you a motherfucking run for your money, young lady.
No.
I'm just
Fuck her.
saying. I'm just
Fuck her.
maybe. Well, let me be quiet. I'm just saying she's not chopped liver, and I don't expect you to be a good judge of women because you're a woman. You understand? Just like I always say, you
Excuse
can't.
me.
I said I don't expect you to be a good judge of beauty of women because
Oh,
you're
wait a minute.
a
I
woman.
am very uplifting of beauty in women. I'm the best. What?
Well, if
Sir,
you said
I
that
have never
she
been a
is
hater.
ugly,
I
well,
have never been a hater.
if you said this woman is ugly, you're fucking wrong. Okay, you're
But that don't
fucking
mean
dead
that she
wrong.
can't.
So
That don't mean
stop.
she. Well, that don't
Okay,
mean
stop
she
it.
don't. That don't mean she doesn't judge women. That because
Well, this is a
everybody
I
bad.
have
This is
is
a
never
a,
been
bad
a
it's a
hater.
judgment.
bunch
If
of
this
guys
was a
who probably
litmus
don't think
scale,
that
if this
Stormy
was
I
a
Daniels.
just don't
litmus
have to
scale of
define
how
this
you judge
particular
women,
woman
and you think this
attractive.
woman is unattractive, you are wrong. So let's hear
Well,
from the
there's a
men on
bunch
this
of guys
panel.
out there who feel
Okay,
like
let's hear
Stormy
from the
Daniels
men. Okay, stop. Let's hear from the
is.
men. Glick,
Hold
is
on.
Oh,
this woman
wow. That's what we
unattractive?
doing today, Smoke? I
Can
got
I
it.
ask the fucking men, please? Is that what we're doing? Yes, we're doing this. We're asking the fucking men. You got a chance to say she's ugly, she looks like shit, this, that, and the other. So let's ask the fucking men. We do that? Men. Tony D, is this woman unattractive to you in this picture? Yes or no?
In this picture, no.
Glick, is this woman unattractive to you? Yes or no?
She's not an unattractive woman.
Okay. I
But
think she is not an unattractive woman. She's not a 10, but she's not chopped liver. So all three men on this panel agree that she's not unattractive. So I think that the three unattractive votes, because remember, the men are judging the women. So I'm going to say that we don't agree with your take on her. And there's nothing against you, sister, but I'm just saying your take
Oh, I don't
was
take it personally.
not accurate in that's what we're just saying, because the
Okay, and
men
that's
find
your
her
opinion.
attractive. So that's what's important.
Got it.
Can I
Okay,
ask you a
because
question?
And
that's what
that's
we're
fine.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not throwing shade on you, but I'm just saying, like, I was
Well,
like,
you were
damn, you was
earlier.
shitting all on her. And I'm like, let me see this. And I'm like, wait, not
But
too
you were
bad. Let's
earlier
continue.
though.
I mean, it is what it is.
Can
I mean,
I
this
ask
is
a
opinion
question?
radio, damn it. So everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But the
Absolutely, it's an argument.
men thinks definitely
This is
hittable. But
family
let's
Thanksgiving
continue.
dinner over here.
Facts. The men are definitely saying hittable at that stage, at that time, maybe before, but whatever. Let's continue.
Stephanie Clifford. She writes in her biography about a childhood in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, neglected, left alone without food by her single mother. She also describes a childhood assault by a man who lived next door to a friend. I was 9, I was a child, and then I wasn't. Her path out of poverty was first stripping, then pornography. She became Stormy Daniels as an adult actress, then a director. In 2006, Daniels was in Lake Tahoe, California, promoting her adult film company at a celebrity golf tournament where she met Donald Trump and says she had consensual sex with him. Trump has consistently denied the affair. Fast forward to October 2016. Donald Trump is a Republican nominee for president. Court filings and the federal prosecution of then Trump personal attorney Michael Cohen show Trump org executives authorized payments days before the 2016 election to cover Cohen's $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels. The goal? To silence her from going public about the alleged affair. But Daniels has already tried to tell her story. In 2011, Daniels agreed to talk to tabloid magazine In Touch for $15,000. The story was not printed in 2011. But in 2018, Daniels did go public with the story that was now a porn star was the president of the United States.
My attorney and I are committed to making sure that everyone finds out the truth and the facts of what happened.
It put her in the center of a media, political, and pop culture storm.
Hello, Donald.
Today, Daniels continues her adult movie career, remains private about her daughter, and while there's an occasional dig at Trump on her social media accounts, Daniels has avoided directly talking about this case. But now that this historic indictment unfolds, Daniels tells Times UK that her safety is more in jeopardy than ever before.
The first time it was like gold digger, slut, whore, liar, whatever. And this time it's like, I'm going to murder you.
And Daniels continued on that the threats this time around are more violent. They are more graphic. For the very first time, she says that she is terrified. And the real big difference this time, Erin, is she says that it is Trump who is inciting the violence. So it is very different this time.
Wow. Oh, it's amazing. And obviously, just to hear her say this, right? The person at the center of all this speaking out. All right, Kyung, thank you very much. Tonight,
Boy.
I believe all of that.
Yeah.
I believe all of it too, Tony.
We'll put it like this, right? Let me start.
You want to know why?
Go ahead. Let's tell us why. Go ahead. You start. Go ahead.
The reason why I believe all of it is because when white bitches suck dick, they get money.
Okay.
You understand me? When black girls and brown girls suck dick, we just get called hoes and we just get pushed to the side. But see, she gets vindicated and shit.
Charging. Mm-hmm.
I don't like this spin on it because now all of a sudden she gets to write books and do TED Talks about sucking dick and being a porn star. All of us have a fucked up story. There are plenty of sexual abuse survivors, me included, who have never gotten paid. We don't have a story to tell. Nobody gives a shit. But because this bitch is white and she got tears and big titties with implants, you get to make some money off of your... This isn't pain, bitch. You get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of white women and they shit.
You know what though? And I can say one thing before the next person takes the stage. I think this wasn't as bad, and I don't mean to bring Monica Lewinsky up, right? For example, because there's levels to this shit, right? So think about this, like because this happened before he was president, right? My thing is the Lewinsky got a chance to write books and make money and do all of this stuff and save the money shot dresses and all of that stuff from all the escapades, right? But this young lady right here, she was already established porn star. She was already famous, right? So she was making money from her pornography. She was already a famous porn
Yeah.
star, right? But my thing is, why would you take the $130,000 payout to be quiet and then you fucking turn around and start talking? Just say, I'm not taking the payout because I'm going to talk. Don't take the money and say, I'm going to be
But she
quiet
wanted the
and
money
then
because
I'm
they
out. And I,
greedy.
but oh, man, come on, we
But
know.
she
Chill,
broke a
man. Chill.
contract, so therefore she's the one
Let me throw
breaking the
shade
law.
on her. Let me throw the shade on her. Right? Don't take the payout, and let this be a lesson. Don't take the payout and say, "All right, I'm going to be quiet," and then talk. Okay? Don't do it because what you're doing is either you're going to talk or you're not. All right? But don't do both because now you're getting death threats and stuff like that. Because you know why? Because instead of just saying, "Nope, I'm gonna talk," and just getting the death threats out the gate, no, you're gonna take the money, spend money, trick up the money, do all that, and now you're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna talk now." Bitch probably tried to say, "Give me more money."
I
Nigga probably said, "Fuck you," and that's why it went down. But who knows? But why take the money? Does anybody agree with me that you shouldn't take the
I
money?
do. I
Why are
do.
you
You're
gonna
gonna
take
take
the
the money.
money not
If
to
you
talk
mean
and
it,
then
if
fucking
you
talk?
mean it, if you really mean it, and you
Yeah,
really feel a
like
way about what's happened to you,
don't take the
you don't
money.
you don't accept shit,
Yeah,
and you
don't take
keep
the
running
fucking
your
money.
mouth.
Yeah.
I have never had a court case. I have never had anybody vindicated in a court of law. I had to find out on Facebook that my abuser died. Okay? Understand me? But
And
I
that's real
spoke
talk.
loud and proud and strong for years about what that shit did. You understand me? And everybody in my community ate me a new ass for it. And people tried to pay me. I'm a run his name to the motherfucking ground.
Why not? You have every right to do so.
Maybe that. So wait, if she quote unquote took the money
Yeah,
and
she took
she
the
wait,
one
hold on,
hundred and thirty
She's a
thousand.
hold on,
she's
and
a
then
she
she
now
still
she's complicit. Now
and
she's
she
complicit.
and she still spoke. Why aren't they putting something on her?
I don't know.
See, and
Because
so that's where the story is kind of messy because you normally would. She would
Yeah,
be the one in trouble, but Trump is indicted. So therefore, the 130,000 was not quote unquote. It was hush money. It literally was.
yeah,
She took that $130,000,
yeah.
but there
She
was
tricked that
no
money up.
real, huh?
She tricked that money. That 130,000 got tricked up on trips and all and fancy shit and
Okay,
all of
I'm
that.
I'm not
I'm
talking
sure.
about that part.
Okay,
I'm
the
talking
hush
about
money part. Hmm.
I'm talking about the part that the fact that even she took that money and then nothing's being if I break a clause where I'm not supposed to talk,
Hmm.
I'm in court.
Like a non-disclosure agreement, like an
Yes.
Yeah.
NDA.
it's a breach of
Right.
contract.
So
Correct.
but she's not being sent to court for breaking her
And
NDA.
she won't. And she
No,
won't.
because they're bringing because the bigger fish is the Trumpster. That's what you got to realize. That's how that works.
No, but Trump, no. Even though the bigger fish is Trump, it's not it wouldn't be the attorney's office going after Stormy Daniels for breaking the non-disclosure. It would be Trump
Yeah,
and his attorneys that go after
going after
Stormy
her.
Daniels for breaking the non-disclosure. So
Yeah,
why isn't this happening?
it
If
probably
this is
will
the
down the
case,
line. It may
no, that
possibly
doesn't make
happen.
sense what you're saying. Down
Listen,
the line, you're being
you know why? Because listen, she
she
went
started
and
talking
she
prior
snitched. I'm
to
out. She snitched because remember, she snitched to a different She snitched. Say, for example, she snitched to the
correct.
feds on him. Okay, I did XYZ with this guy. Okay, he said he didn't, but he did this. So she snitched on them. So they're like, okay, we have the evidence to get him. So his people have to go after her on the back end.
And
You
why
understand?
haven't
It's
they?
not like the feds are gonna be like, well, thanks for giving us the information, but we're gonna get you
Why haven't
instead.
they? What are you? Why would you
Because
wait?
they don't give a fuck. Obviously, they would. They wanted
That
him.
doesn't make sense. They don't care.
It does make
They don't
sense.
care.
No,
So
obviously
you're
they
gonna tell
don't.
me in order to clear his
don't
name,
care.
in order to clear his name, he's not gonna go and file a rights against her because she has an NDA? That don't make
Maybe,
sense. What you're
maybe,
saying?
maybe not. I don't know. What we don't know if they have an NDA or if that was just under the table money. We don't know. We don't know the details of this. Maybe they do. Like the people that the lawmakers have the information allegedly. I don't have that information.
No,
But she's
Trump.
definitely wrong. She's in the wrong also. They were both wrong. Like two wrongs don't make a right. So he was wrong for doing it, but for her snitching after taking the payout, not the snitch, she was wrong also. You know what I mean? So two wrong. It was two wrongs. You know what I mean? So they both need to get in trouble, if anything, right? Women, men, we both have equal rights, right?
I'm sorry. I just see. I don't see that there was a clause where she shouldn't have snitched because they will come after her if she did.
Okay.
You mean to tell me they're going to wait until all this is over and
I
then
don't know what they're gonna do because I don't work for the legal team, sweetie. I don't know. I'm joking.
I understand what you're saying because you said that maybe they're
don't
not
know.
going to wait, but it's just something fishy about this money transpiring. It doesn't make sense that. Go ahead, Tony D.
When you spend your money wrong, they come after you. They try to say he used campaign funds to pay her. That's what a bunch
He
of
got
this is
so
coming
much
out
money.
to be. He spent a whole lot of money. She made 100. Y'all saying 130. I remember hearing 160. Maybe I'm wrong. It was over 100 grand. He paid over 100 grand for one night. And she admitted to doing it with him raw dog. I'm like, wow, because I watched the interview. He didn't take advantage of her. He didn't try her. She came out the bathroom. He said,
Consensual.
look,
They said
she
it was
was like, she already
consensual.
knew what the situation was. She went ahead and went with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like she got set up. That's the only thing I need to know. Other than that, she didn't say that he raped her. She didn't say he take advantage of her. She didn't say he set her up. She was in a situation that she couldn't get out of, and she ran with it because he's a millionaire, damn near billionaire. She did it for the money. She did it due to the situation. I think there was a little bit of a compromising on her. Not on her part, but it's almost like she got compromised and put into a position she almost couldn't get out of, or it would have cost her. That's all I need to know. I don't give a damn about them. If you set her up to get it, that's fucked up. If that's the game that they play in the big wig world, and just roll with it, okay, cool. Because one thing she did not do was shade him. All she did was confess to what happened.
Right.
This is about how he spent that money. That's how I'm taking it.
Yeah.
My thing is, how did they find out? Somebody had to tell.
Yeah, somebody told, and I don't think it was her. I don't think it was her. The way this looks, I don't think she would have said nothing. Somebody knew
like
something.
security. No, I'm asking. Like, let's dig deeper into this pile of shit here.
Yeah.
Was security? Because remember, you have to have a security detail. I'm sure because remember, I'm sure he's had a security detail for almost forever. You know what I mean? So did somebody in security be like, "Yo, that's the porn bitch"? Oh shit! I'm outside the room. I hear him clapping cheeks. Was this somebody that the security guy that ended up on the "you're fired" end of the story? Like, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna tell that you clapped cheeks with the porn chick." Who knows? Because remember, you never know where leaks come from out of a camp. You never know. So let me retract. It may not have been her that took the money and snitched. It may somebody else could have leaked it. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Because it's not like he can be like, yo, I don't know, because there's so much to whatever. Somebody that investigated uncovered something and whatever. The cat's out the bag. Literally. Well, it's been out the bag on film quite a lot from I'm gonna have to, let me pull up something.
I mean, if she did,
let me find her on Pornhub.
If she slept with a superstar,
did I say that word? Go ahead.
If she slept with a superstar, right? I'm just saying, I'm using superstar. Okay?
Yeah, several, I'm sure.
If she slept with a superstar,
we love the porn bar.
And then she just ran with she didn't sign no paperwork or anything like that. She slept with a superstar. She has every right to be like, yo, I slept with this star. right? Like she could do that. I mean, yeah, you should keep your mouth shut, but if that's not the agreement y'all two came to like discuss before you hit the sack, then it is what it is. Like, yo, I slept with the star, he's famous, blah blah blah. And now they're trying to say that they tried to give her this money so she wouldn't say that. Am I right? I mean, I
don't know because remember, whatever they report is not exactly 100% accurate.
Oh yes,
to an extent. But should we run it back? Because it was only a 2-minute thing. Should we run it back? Because I mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ace. There was an interview she did. I think it was on CNN or somebody.
Yeah, give me back.
That'll tell the whole story from what I saw. Everything else is an allegation or report. She told the story. Those were the words out of her mouth. What happened? Now, maybe it was corrected by a lawyer. Maybe it was looked at and revised and edited and all that. But the story that I saw her say, the only situation that looks crooked is where did he get the money from, number one? Number two, how did she wind up in that position?
Number one, he was already rich. Like, this is Donald Trump. It's not like where did Smoke get that 130 grand to buy that hooker, to buy the porn chick from? The guy's fucking rich, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's low.
Where did the 130 grand come from? Could have came out of his ass, bro.
Yeah,
that kind of money. What are you talking about?
30 grand's pocket change to Trump.
Yeah, that's fucking, bro. That's dice game money to a dude like that. Come on, bro. Like,
but the biggest thing they can do when they get you or they want to get you is go after how you spend your money. It's called tax evasion.
Well,
that's the biggest thing they do.
They only bag him for Badusi.
Like, why would they be indicting him
for Badusi? I don't know.
For her getting paid hush money. But it's like what you're saying, and that kind of connects the dots, Tony D, because he used unauthorized funds, or he used funds, which makes sense why they would indict him for paying her.
I think that's what they're trying to say is that
he used funds that he wasn't supposed to take from.
Exactly.
Like the nigga dipped into the petty cash jar and was like, "Fuck it, I'll bring the money back tomorrow." And he put the money back the next day, but it was too late because he used it. So remember that Elliot Spitzer? He was paying like $5 grand. Damn, he was.
Oh yeah, Elliot Spitzer.
he was nigga was eating up the budget on Badusi. But I mean, $5 grand or 130 grand. I mean, he may have been winning. Who won? Who got better? Hold on, the Elliot Spitzer. I remember that broad.
So what happened with Elliot Spitzer? He lost because he had to resign as governor.
Yeah.
At the time. So
yeah, he was already he was in office currently when it shit hit the fan. He was actually the shit got hot.
He just got elected. I remember he was like
he was in the mix. Yeah, he was riding high. No pun intended. It's all these things just come. Oh man, it's just natural at this point. Lick, what do you think about this train wreck we're talking about here, man? I don't know.
Exactly what it is. Another train wreck, another reach from the other side, trying to find something to stick on him. And I think that's why he's so cocky and arrogant and confident with this whole situation and just like, hey, I'll come in and do what you need to do. Because again, the guy's a billionaire. Don't ask me where I got $130,000 from. Where do you think I got it from? You're just trying to say that I used campaign funds.
Exactly.
That's all going to come out in the long run.
Exactly.
And if he did, then he should be punished for it. But at the same time, she's openly admitting to the fact that she accepted the money not to say anything and then turned around and, in my opinion, it's a breach of contract.
And said it was consensual as well.
She should be hit with some legal issues as well.
What's the contract?
Tony, if I give you money and I say, don't talk about something you and I talked about, and you agree to it, and then you come out and say, yeah, he gave me the money and I agreed I'm not going to talk about it, but I talked to it. We therefore are in a contract.
Okay, I'm seeing.
Was she subpoenaed? Like,
I don't know what's going on.
No.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
So
Roni, what you got, Roni? I'm sorry. What you got?
So I read 2 different articles just now. Apparently, the NDA. Okay, allegedly, the NDA was never signed by Trump, which is why she's contesting it.
He didn't put his hands. He didn't put his signature.
So I'm reading Reuters.
Okay, check it out. Give us the scoop, goddammit. Go for it.
Okay, so on October 28, 2016. Well, you know what? Let me give it to you. Give you the link because
Go
people
for it.
read differently.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'll pull it up. Yep, let's pull it up.
Because that part is important because that's what I felt like I was missing. Why isn't Trump's people going after? If that's the case, why wait to clear your name and not go after her for if she like snitched, right? Like, oh, she signed this NDA and she took the money.
So he didn't sign. So he messed up his behalf of it. So that wait, hold on. Oh, he's got to do is sign his. All he's got to do in the back end is sign his copy of it and be like, "Gotcha, bitch."
Oh Lord!
You can't back signature and then this guy
signing my motherfucker.
Red alert! Jeff wants to come up.
Michael Cohen.
There's the hold on, Ronnie. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Jeff
Ronnie.
wants to come
The
up.
link is
Red
right
alert.
there. The link is in the chat. Go ahead, T. Ronnie. Go ahead.
Oh shit!
And then I put the link in the Reuters link in the private chat. And if you scroll towards the middle, it will go straight into
I see him. Yep. Who is Stormy Daniels and how
payment and non-disclosure agreements.
Don't tell me you got to read a whole bunch of shit.
No, go scroll straight down.
I got Glick and Jeff in the house. Reading is
Jeff in the fucking house. I don't believe Jeff don't never come up for nothing.
Hold on. That means reading is really fucking difficult. I can't read nothing if I got these two fucking guys here.
Scroll down.
Guys that can't read.
The middle of the page is
like
payment
my
and
IQ is dropping when Jeff comes in the room with Glick. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What did you say, Ronnie?
Scroll down to the middle of the page and it will be a header that says payment and it goes straight to it. Payment and non-disclosure agreement.
Is it before the Cadillac CTS? Because that looks beautiful.
It's after.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hurry up, Jeff. Don't start that craziness.
We lost Star Child.
You don't got your shit ready. Get tighten up.
She'll come back. She's having defamations. Does it come after the defamation lawsuits?
Right before the defamation.
Right, let me backtrack.
Okay,
payment and non-disclosure agreement. Okay, here we go. Can you guys hear me? All right, I'm gonna hold that for a second.
Are you gonna show it?
Back in. All right, hold on. Let's get some order in this bitch. Hold on. See, Ronnie, go ahead. I got you, Tony D. When Jeff comes in, I'll pull him in.
You pull them in, and I will read it in the meanwhile.
Okay, Star Child. It says you're back, but it says device not connected. So I'm watching it. Don't worry. You're not connected. So turn it off and turn back on again. Go ahead, T-Ronnie. Continue.
Okay. On October 28, 2016, in the waning days before the presidential election that Trump won, Daniel signed a non-disclosure agreement in which she pledged not to publicly discuss her relationship with him in exchange for a $130,000 payment, according to the documents filed in the Los Angeles federal court. The pact was signed by Keith Davidson, her lawyer at the time, and Michael Cohen, then Trump's personal lawyer and fixer. The document included a spot for Trump's signature, but he never signed it. In 2018, after the Wall Street Journal reported on the payments Daniels, Cohen stated publicly that he paid her using his own money and was not directed to do so by Trump. Daniel sued Trump and Cohen, seeking to have the agreement invalidated. Trump's lawyers subsequently acknowledged he did not sign the non-disclosure agreement and would not seek to reinforce it. A judge dismissed her lawsuit because the matter was resolved.
There you go. Reading is fundamental.
You know what? I want to give her props for reading that, and I want to thank you for reading that. All of this was already said in the first place a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Correct.
He never knew about all of these transactions being put in place. He never knew that they did all this. That's why he didn't damn sign it. And guess what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? He's going to get off.
Well, no, but I deal with
2024, bitches. We're back. Okay,
well, I deal with NDAs all day long.
Wait a minute. Can we introduce you first, motherfucker? Hold on.
Who are you? Who's this other white guy? Fuck,
Another white guy.
I'm getting well, he's half Mexican by fucking location and shit.
By residency, right?
Yeah, well, actually,
cameras in the building.
Let me introduce yourself first before you.
So Jeff of Nonsensical Nonsense.
There you go. All right. Wait, hold on. Breathe, motherfucker. Breathe.
Wait, damn it.
There you go. Let it go.
Well,
Go
He's
ahead.
going to prematurely ejaculate all over the show. Get ready.
He already did.
all,
Like, he
all over
already
your
did.
face, Chris.
Hey, no rainbow male references in this.
No,
Well,
but
who's Trump and who's Stormy out of the
I
two
deal
of
with
them?
NDAs all day long,
Okay, what you got?
and
Mhm.
and NDAs are usually set up where they're pre-signed. It's like it's a format
Okay.
where it's a corporate NDA. So a corporate NDA would be under the corporate umbrella of the company.
This is true.
So
Yes.
it doesn't need to be signed by Trump necessarily because it's signed under the corporation.
Then that means he didn't know.
Right. Well, I mean, I send out probably 30 NDAs a week for the company. They're pre-signed
There you go.
because for what I do for a living.
Is
So
it part of a letterhead or something like?
well,
or
it's
like-
I send out is like, for instance, if you and I are going to do a contract and you're like, I want an NDA, I send you the NDA. It's ready to go.
Okay.
Where
And I'd
I
be
might have to
satisfied.
change, I might have to put your name on it, or I might have to put other conditions in it. I can add to it, but the signature's built in.
Okay.
Most of the time.
On your side, the sender's signature is built in because I'm the one. Like, okay, here I'm propositioning you with the NDA, pretty much. So it's already pre-assumed, or should I say pre-signed? It's assumed that it's already pre-certified by the person that's giving you the freaking agreement.
Correct.
Okay, there you go. That makes perfect sense to me. Makes sense to me. I'm just trying to figure this out because I don't know too much in the story. You know, we just ran a quick little clip or whatever. But we just rock
It
and
sounds
roll.
like a great
Learning
business
for the first
loophole
time.
to where you're not responsible for something that happens up under you, and you don't have to pay for the consequences afterwards.
Agreed.
Whether it happens or not. That's exactly what it sounds like. See, this is what makes him a slickster. And this is what people don't like about him. He knows the game
It's
as well
not
as
just
everybody
his
else.
company.
But
Every
everybody
company on the
do it.
planet does.
Yeah,
does it.
everybody does this, doesn't?
Yes.
I mean,
Isn't
like I
this a
said,
normal practice?
I myself personally send out 30 to 40 NDAs a week.
However,
Go ahead, please.
if you are the face of the company, if you are the CEO, like if you do, if I'm working with a business, even though the CEO is not directly the person that works with me, that their representative, if I go to court, I'm putting the CEO's name on the documents, the court documents. I'm not putting
of course
that person. I mean, it's the CEO and his affiliates. So technically, there is a chance he, could be.
Well,
this could go anyway. We just got
it is. Yeah, you're right. And not to speak out of turn, but when
Go
it
ahead.
comes down to it, I would, Trump's business is way bigger than the business I work in, but he's got to have like 40, 50 different departments that send out NDAs daily and for different projects and whatnot. So at the end of the day, it's almost like the company signs the NDA, not necessarily himself. Now on something like this, I would
That's
assume they'd be
personal.
like, "Hey, dude, we need you to sign this."
'Cause this is
You know
very
what I mean?
personal, like
Exactly.
a personal interaction, maybe on a
Right.
different level, possibly. I don't know, like possibly.
It's like a 50 Shades of Grey. He should have signed that NDA.
Yeah,
I don't know.
100%.
I only
But-
know 8 inches of black, but that's 100%.
Nice. I like that.
That's all you can handle.
I
Is
mean,
8 inches.
slanging it all over town. No, that's soft, actually.
Oh, we lost her again.
You get it? Yeah. Here we go.
No,
He's back. Star Child, you got to
there's-
connect your mic. Go ahead, Jeff. Continue.
No, I was just saying that there's the problem with this whole Trump being indicted things. All comes down to one thing. It's a ploy to get him not eligible for 24.
We got that. Not being funny,
And-
we got that.
That was the next point.
Yeah. And it comes down to what, even if it is the Stormy Daniels thing, the problem is the Stormy Daniels thing, the statute of limitations is long gone.
Very long ago.
That was going to be my next point. How long is that situation going to be good for to be persecuted?
Well,
like old
I
picture.
actually have insight on that.
Please.
I was actually listening to something earlier today. A statute of limitations is not when the deed was done. It is when it is found out. Is when the clock starts.
Oh, damn.
When the clock starts,
When the clock starts on the statute of limitations.
as far
So
as
like
when it's discovered.
when law enforcement starts investigating, that's when the clock
Give us
starts.
the American rules. Remember, Jeff, you in Mexico right now. God damn
No,
it.
but that's in the States.
Okay.
I know nothing about Mexican law. Trust me. My wife's the authority on that.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Remember, where the fuck we at and where you at, goddamn.
But
Go
the
ahead. I'm
statute of limitations on something like this is like 4 years.
So wait. Now let me say this, because with the Bill Cosby situation, they were using statute of limitations, and it was 40 years prior. That's why everybody was calling BS on it. If you're saying the statute of limitations comes when the accusation gets put down, that fucks a lot of people up on everything.
Yeah. You have to. It's two different. You're talking about two
Two
different.
different statutes and two different limitations.
No, yeah,
Oh,
because
shit, we're
what
getting deeper. Get him,
what
Ronnie.
Bill Cosby went under was allegations of rape.
Yes.
So there's a different statute of limitations, if there is. I don't think
Right.
there
Well,
is.
okay.
Each crime, yes, I agree with that.
So
They arrested them girls for thottery and
to add on to that, and I'm sorry, I don't know.
They were
I don't know-
groupieism. You're
I don't know your
groupieism.
name.
You
What's her
gotta
name?
cool, bitches.
Her name is T. Roney. That's T. Roney. She's been up with
T-Roney. To
Hey, damn it,
emphasize
don't you watch the
T-Roney's
show? You
point,
don't know who this is?
You don't know who I am? I'm the co-host here, honey.
I'm never on this show.
What about
This is the first time I got brought up.
I'm
This
T.
sounds
Roney. This is
T-Roney.
Star Child. This is nonsensical nonsense.
Oh, I
That's
know the nonsense,
WB.
boys. I know Smoke.
And this is Sunday Night Smoke.
She definitely knows.
You know Star Child too, Jeff. You
This
know
is
Star
Glick's
Child too.
co-host.
Okay.
So this is a case of she hasn't seen Glick's show, Nonsensical Nonsense, and Jeff hasn't seen our show, Sunday Night Smoke
I'm
podcast.
usually
So
watching
this is this is the thing, because I actually let me shout out Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. Please put the link in the chat room so I can post it on the screen real quick. We're at 1 hour. We're gonna pick this right up. Hold your chain of thought, everybody.
Yep.
Let's just get a quick promo in real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but look, that's only Smoke Sunday Night Smoke podcast. Go check my boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
So, has he said some things that are, borderline crappy or whatever, and then he backs it up with this is opinion video? Yeah, he's done that.
Yes.
Your show is called the Sunday Smoke Podcast. That's how I know you're a little bitch. It had nothing to do with that. So I'm gonna keep using smoke, and my podcast is not called a smoke show. My Tuesday show is called the Sunday Night Smoke Show. That show.
It never gets old. It never gets old.
Back to the topic at hand.
I wanted to
Welcome everybody that's tuning in the second half of the program. Go ahead, Jeff. Pick it up.
No, you go ahead. Do your.
No, I was just picking up the second half of the program. Yeah. We're not like nonsensical nonsense podcast. I want to shout you guys out again. Chris Glick on the bottom. We have Jeff right here. We have Tony D on the top. These guys have like fancy musical interludes and shit during their like fucking halfway show videos, fucking live rock and rollers, NFL players and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? We're falling short of the mark. But
we're philanthropists as well.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we have
justice for Joe, baby.
Yeah. So you guys are, you guys are doing big things over there. So salute to you fellas, and but we got the hood on lock, and that's what's up.
We do.
This is the best of both worlds right here.
Yes,
So let's pick this back up. Let's talk about this Trump shit a little more before we jump into the next topic. So continue,
Okay.
Jeff, as far as the
What I was
NDAs
going to say,
and all that good shit. Go ahead.
I wanted to go back onto what Tironi was saying.
Go for it.
When the Bill Cosby allegations came out of rape, that's when the clock started. When he's accused, when somebody says he raped me, that's when the clock starts.
Wait, do me a favor.
That
Say,
changed a lot of
don't say that word. You got to put G in front of it. It fucks up the algorithm.
Okay,
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, you gotta do
go
like
ahead.
we do. Great.
What's up, Pooch?
So when somebody says
Something
I'm
happened.
being very
Yeah.
bougie
something
right
happened,
Mhm.
then that to the authorities, that's when the clock starts, because that's when the investigation starts. So it doesn't happen like if I go into a bank and I take everything in there, unwillingly by the bank, then
All right.
that
I
does
kinda got
nothing.
you.
But 20 years later, let's say the bank says this dude took everything.
That changes
That's
the
when the clock
mentality, in my
starts.
opinion. That changes a lot of mentalities, in my opinion. Damn sure changes mine because I thought
Right.
statute of limitations happens from when the crime was
No.
supposedly had happened. If you're going to start it from the accusation, that means everybody's screwed.
Exactly. Well, and I literally found this out like 3 days ago. So I was listening to
shit.
another podcast, and they said that, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Wait, do me a favor, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Honey, pack your shit. We got to get out of here.
Smoke, I got room down here, baby. I got room down here in Mexico.
What are you talking about here, man?
Smoke, you stupid.
It's a real thing.
Come on us.
The clock starts on statute of limitations when the crime is reported
Jeez.
to the authorities, and
Take
that's
notes
what's
out there.
100%. You know, so and I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Let's say, so technically, if Trump wanted to, when the allocation started, he could come down here and hang out for 4 years and then go back, and they can't do shit.
Sound like Bin Laden.
But he won't be able to run for 2024.
That's the problem.
There's the caveat to that. Yeah.
Well, that's the whole concept of this, allegedly. But we're sorry to rope you into this conversation, T-Roney, because we don't want to go too far with it, Jeff, because we were going to cover a few different things. But
go ahead.
We definitely appreciate your. Number one, we thank you again for pulling up. Number two, we thank your expert knowledge on this. So,
Well, it's one of those things that a lot of people aren't talking about. They're not. Everybody's saying statute of limitations, but nobody understands the concept of how statute of limitations works.
Agreed.
And I have 9 lawyers that I talk to daily.
I had no clue my damn self, so that's cool. Wait, do they speak English or Spanish?
No, they are. I work for an American company. I work for an American company.
Wait,
So
American. Whoa, hey man, hey, watch your mouth out. No, I'm joking.
I do. I work for an American
We heard
company.
that.
Out of Utah.
We heard that.
I work
Go ahead, go
remotely
ahead.
for the company, and I run a department of 50 people, and I literally, because we deal with so many clients all the time, I have the law department of my company on speed dial at any
There
time.
you go. So everybody out there listening, don't fuck with me. I got lawyers, all that shit on payroll, even though they're outsourced in Mexico, like most laborers, most.
The only reason I'm the
Mexican
only
laborers,
one in the
but
company that
Mexican
works in
out-
Mexico, so and it's
Motherfucker ain't
because
paying
of a
taxes or
loophole.
nothing either. Oh man, y'all are fucked up. Speaking of Mexico, we're gonna use this as a segue. Fuck, my cliff notes in the jacket. Hold on. We're gonna use this as a segue, but I'm gonna pull this up. It should be on the internet as well. We're gonna use this as a segue. See, only looking at him like in the jacket. What the fuck is this?
Exactly.
You know what? I thought about this when I was actually on the streets. Smoke be on them streets, man. Salute to them streets. We keep them streets alive, boots on the ground everywhere. I was on them streets today, actually keeping it real New York, a bodega. And what I was doing is I was scanning, like I'm old school, right? So like I'm the type of person I go in the local store. I'm in touch with my community. You understand what I'm saying? So I like to go into the store pretty much on a daily basis. Okay. And you're gonna laugh, but this is gonna I'm gonna really put it out there because I'm for the people by the people, right? So I pretty much say for example there are 4 or 5 main what we call bodegas in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Which is small stores, right? So what I would do is
Mom
I
and
would take
pops.
turns, but every day I would go into a different store to keep a rotation, right? So I exist in all of the places, right? So what I would do is I would go in there, say what's up, chop it up with the people, pick up a newspaper. Like, yeah, they still exist. They still print newspapers. Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah. They still print newspapers. So I, scan through the newspaper, check out a few different things, see what's going on. You know what I mean? Because I like to stay in touch with the community that I live in. You know what I mean? I know y'all wondering like what the fuck that got to do with anything, but I'm just putting it out there. That's what it do. And so like I said, speaking of Mexico, it's a segue. Looking at the paper the other day, and crisis at the border continues. Okay. Now, there's some type of bridge, and that's why I actually said, you know what, yo, Poppy, I'm not gonna buy the newspaper, but I'm gonna take this page out. These niggas ain't checking for that. They going right to the sports section. So I just took the page out of the newspaper, folded it up, and put it in my jacket pocket. And he was like, "You good, Smoke?"
Did he do that
And I was
though?
like, I was gonna call that out. Right. I mean, those shits is $2 now, man. Times is
Once
hard,
again,
player.
statute of limitations. You're on the hook now, brother.
I asked my man behind the register, yo, Ak, I'm good. He was like, come on, Smoke. You know you good, play.
Like yesterday, page 9.
It was just no, actually it was page 7. But I'm just and this is actual fact. What you know what I mean? I'm good for a page. You know what I'm saying? Random Rick reviews in a building, man.
Random Rick, what's good?
What's up, Rick?
You know what?
Hey,
You so
Random Rick,
gangster. I
what
always
up,
every
Random?
time I see you. Go ahead, shut him out. I'm talking over y'all. Go ahead, guys.
No,
Shout
you
him out.
good. Triple R. I say we bring him up if he's able to as well.
I said that's
I was
fake.
just
Triple
getting
R.
ready to say
Bring him
that.
up.
I said every time you come up,
He ain't
I
even
put a
real.
link in the chat. You know what I mean? We going very ethnically diverse tonight. I'm not just trying to pull you up as a gimmick, like, yo, get in here. We got the white guys here, and let's just mix it up, get some vanilla, chocolate, mocha, and all that. But anyway, we got belts.
Some
in the
butter
fucking
pecan
building.
chocolate deluxe.
So we the belt kings. You know what I'm saying? But they're like, well, what the fuck does that got to do with the Mexican invasion? So let's get back
Smoke,
to
can
it.
I be a little?
Jump in. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm trying to pull that
Um,
up in the meanwhile. Go ahead.
Your audio's messing up, lady. Try it
Audio
again.
messed up. Star child. Damn, they jamming you up tonight. The
Huh?
feds is
Your
the
audio's
feds
messing
are
up. You're
definitely
glitching.
on you.
What did?
You-
Oh, my audio is bad. What do I need to do?
Now you're good.
Now you
Now
good.
you're good.
We got you now. Go ahead. Start
Okay, I
again.
was just gonna
Start
say
again.
we've never had two white heterosexual males on our panel at the same time.
So we ain't never had two white homosexuals or even one fucking matter.
You wasn't complaining last week, Good Smoke.
Can I ask you?
Vanilla love.
I talked to nonsensical Jeff. Can I ask you a very direct question?
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about Black women in this environment right now?
Well, he didn't even know who I was, so.
Look,
Well, you ain't know who we
call me
was.
out. Damn.
Y'all both ain't know who the fuck nobody was. 'Cause
There's no name.
Wait, time out. This is a fucking. This is an example of swirling going wrong.
How do you feel about Black women in this environment that we're in?
Content creators together,
What
and
do
the
you mean-
co-hosts
what do you
don't
mean by
really
in the
know each
environment?
other.
Like, do you
So we're
feel
just-
like that we're being marginalized? Do you have the stereotypical feelings about us as being pushers of the culture but not being recognized? What are your general feelings? Because you are a podcaster, I'm sure you have opinions. I just want to know what they are.
Yeah, I'm a comedy podcaster.
Jeff is gonna say, I've never seen this fucking show before. I don't know. I just pulled up 10 minutes ago. I got lawyers. Don't question me.
So-
Go ahead.
No, when it comes down to it, and this is for everybody, I don't care if you're white, black, purple, green. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. That's how I am. When it comes to somebody, the way somebody acts, if when it comes to I'm trying to word this correctly.
You don't got to, man.
Put me on the
Like
spot.
we cool. You don't
Put me on
gotta
the
fucking
spot.
be politically correct in front of the blacks.
Well,
You
what
good,
I'm
man.
saying is I
Adopt
saw
your-
something
I
the other
left the
day.
black card in the mailbox when I was in Mexico last summer. Go for it, man.
No, but
Fuck that.
I saw something the other day, and I brought it up to Tony on our show, and I asked Tony's opinion about it, and it was something I saw on TikTok, and it was this guy. He was interviewing people, and he asked these two women of color. He said, they were black women, and he said, "What do you think about white people?" And they said, "I don't like white people." And I said to Tony, I said that's kind of fucked up that they said that. And Tony's like, why? And I said, reverse the color. A black person asks a white dude or white chick, what do you think about black people? And the white person says, I don't like them. They shouldn't exist.
Classic was good.
Oh, see,
So,
there's
so
nothing I can do, man.
Well,
no,
that's right there.
Glick is
There's
gonna
plenty
sit
of
there and just
reasons
watch
why.
him talk himself
Hey,
into a fucking hole.
And smoke,
Yeah,
and smoke. We've talked about
No,
you.
we're not.
And you're,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I need white people to understand. When black people say this, that we don't like white people, they're
Mhm.
being specific, but they're not being specific enough for that y'all to understand. We don't
Agreed.
like the way white people, and specifically white men, lump us all into one category. Because I'm gonna just be real unpolitically correct right now.
No, go ahead.
Okay, time out. Give me
We
1
don't
second.
like
Go ahead. Finish your
a
point.
lot
Finish
of
your
the
point.
shit black folks do more than you do. You understand?
Oh, I understand.
We
that.
don't
Yeah.
like the same shit that y'all blast us for, but we don't have the room to say it. You understand?
Oh, 100%.
There's a
Okay,
lot
so
of things that but the things that white people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like, no, not y'all. I'm not gonna say y'all.
Oh
Culture.
shit! See, you just fucked it up because you was doing
Y'all
one.
being
Okay, wait a minute. There's
Y'all
a
become
there's a lot of
y'all.
things that
And y'all
there's a lot
become
of
you
things
people.
that Caucasian culture
Fucking
does.
this up.
In
Okay,
Caucasian culture,
I'm talking about the
um,
Mexicans. How the fuck we get here?
but there's a
Jesus, I
lot of
leave this
things
shit
that
to y'all
that
niggas
that,
for
that
2 seconds.
Caucasian culture does, and
You gotta help
they
it.
gravitate toward, but they don't want to take responsibility for. You understand?
Well, yeah, but
Wait,
So
wait, time
that
out.
comes down
Time
to
out.
a
And when I say
personal
niggas,
thing.
I mean
You gotta
like
take,
brother.
you
Wait,
gotta
wait,
take
wait, 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 wait,
sense.
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
go
wait, wait.
ahead,
Time
go
out.
ahead,
Time out.
smoke, go ahead, smoke.
Hold on.
It's your
Time
show.
out. We're gonna pause for station identification.
I don't know what happened, but look, that saw me smoke on Sunday Night Smoke podcast.
he loves
Go
him.
check my boy out. You know what I mean? For sure.
Check it out. All right. So we're gonna do racial relations between male, black, male, white, black women, white women. We're gonna do all that shit at the end of the show, right? So right
Okay,
now we're gonna
Got
jump
it.
into the Mexican shit at the bridge, okay?
okay,
Gotcha.
okay.
So I turned it over to y'all, and I'm also gonna take this opportunity to salute the Freeman Media brother Shannon, because when I said I just turned the show over for 2 seconds for y'all niggas, I mean all of you, because as brother Shannon would say, we call white folks niggas too, okay?
Yeah,
Don't get it
nigga
fucked up.
it's a general
So all
term.
right, so time out. So we're gonna go to the Mexican shit now, okay? Because all the white niggas and all the black niggas in America, okay, we got a border crisis on our hand. So we're gonna
Agreed.
just roll right into this right now. Now, Jeff, now wait a minute, nigga. You better shut the fuck up because you a Mexican. You better shut up before they start rallying outside your house.
They could go ahead and try. I have more dogs than any people should have, so
Oh
good luck with it.
man, very well protected.
Oh, 100%.
Yo, Glick, you all right, man?
oh yeah.
He's staring at his phone, watching me dig a hole.
No,
we've
yeah,
talked
nah,
about.
you're
I
fine.
mean,
Come on, bro. You good, you good. So check it out. We're gonna go to the Mexicans right now. So
you know how this show rolls, and you walk
you know
right
how we
into
rock
the
and
top
roll.
of the line.
Yeah,
So
just
check it out.
buzzsaw me right there.
Nah, you good, you good, man. Come on, bro. You good. So
No,
check it out.
okay.
We're gonna jump into
So
this shit
give
right
us
here.
a little context about the bridge thing, because I literally I've seen it, but I haven't really dived into it.
Okay, so check it out. This is what's happening. We're gonna watch it, and then we're
Okay,
gonna
cool.
talk about it. Okay. So right now, this is one of the because I left the article in my jacket pocket, and I'm just really, really very lazy to get up right now. You know, and
Go get it.
That sound about right. I'm
What's the
the
name
same.
of the article?
go get
Is
it.
it
You
gonna
know
get
what?
you?
But
Random
they,
Brick got me rolling in the
you know
comments.
what?
Jeff
You
last
know what
seen
I
it
think?
at 9 p.m.
Look, what you like?
2023.
Wait, say it again, Tony D.
Look at Random Rick in the comments.
What are you writing?
Jeff was seen April. Wait, when was this? What did he say? Jeff was last seen April. Look outside your window. A bunch of fucking Mexicans with Monster
I got 6 of them in the house right now. What are you gonna do?
Say something about
Well,
the
you better
border
light
hole.
them shits
Go
up
ahead.
and get me the window, motherfucker. All right, so check it out. So see, Ronnie, you said get your ass downstairs or wherever the fuck
Get
it
your
is. You
ass
can go
downstairs
and get
and
it.
get the article, yo.
But you know what I say? I can show you better than I can tell you.
Oh, good, good,
Let's
good.
roll that beautiful thing.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Do you know where Feliz Viaje is?
No, Feliz
Like,
Viaje means
I know what I
happy
know what
trails.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I
I'm
know. I
joking.
know what
I
Feliz
speak
Viaje
Spanish.
means.
It's the Star
It,
Child.
it means happy trails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're joking. I speak Spanish too, but I'm joking.
That means you're leaving.
I get it, but I'm just saying. I mean, we all know that. But check it out. No, not all of us, but check it out. So, where exactly is this? Is the question,
I
and
thought
we're
it was
gonna
in
dive
Texas, isn't
deeper
it?
into it.
It looks like
Yes.
Texas or Mexico.
Yeah. I'm just trying to add some suspense to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it.
Ruining your whole.
Not to call you out, but it did put on the top that it was Ciudad Juarez.
Ah, god damn it.
We
We
didn't
ain't
see it
supposed to
though.
be hard. We got the
It's on
fucking
there.
non-physical
Oh,
nonsense
shit. All right.
podcast.
So
and-
finish playing the video.
Fact checkers in the house.
Ah, shit. All right, damn it. Okay, let me show you. All right.
Is this your first time hosting a show, Smoke?
Oh my god.
I'm nervous.
Look at that.
We have the federales in the fucking building.
Smoke's nervous. Too many white people in the room.
Throwing off the vibe.
Can you play that video? Damn.
That's a lot of people.
This girl went through a pipe.
Right.
Oh.
That's a 390-foot long bridge, by the way.
That's a sprint. Ooh.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Like that.
That's razor wire too. That's not barbed wire.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
razor. That's
That's
prostitute.
harsh.
You know how it is when you have what they call the embankments, and you have you try to stop water from flowing from the embankment.
Yes.
All it does is flow over or break.
Crazy part is the back of the crowd pushing against the front of the crowd. The front of the crowd's going to wind up on that wire. That's not good.
That's sad.
It's torturous.
That's horrible.
That it shows a real struggle. Because I'm in my opinion is we want to be mad at all these Mexicans leaving their country and stuff and coming in. But if it was other countries that had actual borders to us, they would be doing the same.
Well, you got to remember one thing. In Mexico, the daily wage, if you have a salary, the daily wage in Mexico is $5 a day.
A day.
A day.
A day. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all did not hear that. A day.
No, say it again.
$5 the
You got me
average
fucked up.
Mexican wage is $5 a day. And
Oh,
I
you
can
got me fucked up.
there's a caveat to that. You don't get paid hourly. What that means is when you go for a job, and I live in 20 years in Mexico, I know this from experience. When you go for a job, they say, we're going to pay you X amount for the month, whether it be 10, 15, or 20,000 pesos. Now, so you get a check every 15 days, regardless. But if you miss hours, if let's say Tony and I are working in the same hotel and Tony calls in sick and I'm working already and Tony was supposed to revive me, guess what? I have to work twice as much because I have to pick up Tony's shift, regardless of what I have going on.
Talk to him.
So I understand the concept of people wanting to get to the States where they can work at McDonald's and make $15 an hour.
An hour.
An hour.
compared to a day. They just took out 3 days and 1 hour. They're trying to get their asses over here, plain and simple.
I mean,
So
yeah.
I don't blame them for trying to get there.
I'm not mad at nobody, but at
So
the same time, let's do this legally. You can't just
Agreed.
rush the fucking show,
Agreed.
dog. You can't do that, man. Don't give a fuck.
I would bum
I
rush
feel
it.
sorry for you, and I understand your plight and all of that good shit. Right?
Yeah.
This is let me just like because I'm gonna take a quick break. You guys gonna run it, but I'm gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna actually get the article as well. But check it out.
Okay.
Right? You have to my take on it real quick. I just want to give my take on it. Right? I understand the plight. I'm well traveled. I've been to several places that would be considered as third world, and I've seen and I've been boots on the ground with folks that have very little. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I can say about the situation at the border is this. Okay. I get it. But at the same time,
There's a
we put out
right
the
way and a wrong
wrong
way to do it.
message. Okay, we kind of put out the wrong message as a country. In I'm talking decades ago, the border should have been closed. Decades ago, the border should have been closed. This quote unquote put a fence.
Well,
Okay, whether you agree
there
with
it
it or not. Wait, let me
Go
finish
ahead.
the thing, and
So I
then you
got a
can,
caveat to that.
and then you
I
guys
got a
can.
caveat to that.
Of course, but I'm just saying, ultimately, border security is national security. Ultimately, because remember, you don't just get people that are in the struggle that are honest 100% on the up and up. You get ex criminals. You don't
Yes, you
really
do.
pretty much get a background check before you get to come into the country. So that right there debunks any and everything. Number one, out the gate. You don't because remember, you're not filing paperwork, right? It's not like you're filing for a visa and sponsoring someone. And I'm like, hey man, listen, I'm sponsoring this individual because, hey man, I live above the poverty level and I can afford to sponsor X amount of people with my salary and my property and my ownings and XYZ because I know how this goes and I know how this shit works 1000% from experience. Okay. So you're getting people that don't have a criminal background check. Okay, because like sponsoring someone for a visa they have to like you have to go through extensive paperwork to have this done, and it is also extensive fees that go along with it. So basically you have people sneaking in the back door that are unverified, unidentified. So for every innocent woman and child looking to have an opportunity to have a fair chance to living a fair life, or every hardworking man, every 10 of them, you may have one dirtbag sneaking in, a few little
Yes.
gang members here and there in between. But what happens is when you're dealing with such large numbers, you kind of lose track of who's who. So the article that I'm gonna go snatch up, that's gonna give out the kind of some numbers on the staggering amount of people on the no entry list that are getting snagged in these situations where they try to quote unquote bum rush the show. Okay.
Mhm.
So T Roni, I'm gonna let you grab it first, and then you kind of delegate it around. I know Jeff, you have some information on it, but you guys kind of hold it down for a second. Let me run and grab this thing real quick. Go
Hey,
for
Smoke,
it.
do me a favor before you go.
Talk to me.
Bring that comment down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me.
No, you good.
My bad. Yep.
I know
Let me
T-Roni had a
bring the
co-host.
rig to the building. Go for it. Okay. Go for it,
T-Roni.
Roni, and Jeff. Y'all work it. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
Well, can I ask? Does anybody know how much it costs to get a visa?
I do.
Well,
How
I'll
I
tell you over.
Because
Well,
I'm getting
I'll
one
tell you
for
from
my wife.
Ace,
Now-
go get the paper.
Yeah, go get the
Okay,
paper.
damn it.
So
Jesus, thanks for politely telling me get the. I'll be back.
So to get a visa to come from U.S. to Mexico costs like it's
Wait a minute. Hold on, Jeff. You said you're getting
$30.
one for your wife?
My wife has one. My wife's Mexican. Now to get one for the States, first of all, you gotta have a passport first. To get a passport in Mexico, you must have a certain amount of income,
right,
or a certain amount of land, period. A certain dollar amount of land. For instance, before my wife could get a passport, not even to go anywhere, just as a form of ID, she had to have over $150,000 worth of property.
Jesus.
So that's on order. So okay, pause. So she has to have $150,000 of property, I guess, as leverage, right? As like as a deposit kind of thing. If you relinquish or you do something, we're going to take your land, that kind of thing, right?
Correct.
Or you pay how much for your passport?
No. That is rule 1. You must own property before you can go.
To come into the United States. This is
before
Mexico.
You can get a passport.
This is only Mexican
passport. To get a Mexican passport, just the passport, not even a visa. To get a Mexican passport, you must have a certain amount of land. I believe the minimum amount for a 3-year-long passport is $50,000 worth of land. Now, $50,000 land is not a big deal.
But it is a big deal.
Except for there are ways to get it. For instance, when my wife got this house, my wife bought this house. I've paid for it, but she got the down payment on it. If you get a job in a hotel or in a gas station, whatever, they have a system called Infonaviv. Infonaviv works. You work so many hours, you make so much money, and the company buys your house, and then you work and pay off your house with a mortgage. So once you get it's like 2-3 years that you would have to work in a same job in that same company, and then you can get the Infonaviv to get a house.
Okay. Well, the reason why I brought it up, I'm sorry.
Don't go ahead.
Because I figure, maybe this rush is because people can't afford the visa or the passport. So let me cleanly or document free go across and deal with it when I come across.
Exactly.
When I come here.
That's exactly what's happening.
Wow.
My wife's visa, my wife's passport is a 10-year passport because between the two of us, we have a little over $350,000 worth of land. We have multiple properties because that's my investment. That's my retirement. And I put it all in her name.
Charlie B outside. What's good?
As an American, I can only own a set of land for a certain amount of time.
Right.
And I cannot will it to my children. If I die, it goes back to the Mexican government.
Right.
Or goes back to the seller. So I put it in my wife's land. I'm a secondary on it. Her passport was only like $450 for the passport. 10 years. Now her visa to go to Europe was literally I think it cost like $13, $15, something like that. Stupid cheap.
Oh man. Come on, that's Mexican prices, man.
We pay in US dollars because they give you the price in US dollars. Because right now the US dollar is still the quote unquote gold standard of money.
I mean, a Mexican can buy that for $15. No disrespect to Mexicans.
But getting the passport is the hard part.
Yes.
Let me pay you $5 a day and see how long it takes you to buy $50,000 worth of land.
Facts.
Well, it depends on if the passport is stolen or not. But check it out. I just want to run these numbers by real quick, man.
Go ahead.
On the hold on here. The amount of
illegals crossing the border?
Yeah.
I think it's 250,000 a month, isn't it? Or
not even that. It's not that, but it's just the amount of randoms that they snagged that actually happen to be on the list of we don't want these mother flowers here.
Why can't they do like a fingerprint or
I don't know what the system is, because remember, last time we covered this story was probably January, before the January that passed. So that was January 2022. Not January, February, March 2022, when the Vice President Kamala Harris was sent to clean up the border. We covered this quite some time ago, but we never really heard anything about it. I mean, we heard she went to a few restaurants.
She never went.
She went to a few restaurants and then went right to the Mexican authorities and said, "Do me a favor, take care of that for me, player. I'm about to hit the beach."
Agreed.
And that was about the last time we heard from her until but we're not gonna go there. So let's see, where's the numbers at, man? I just want to just catch this real quick. And let's see.
That kind of bum rush, that's scary. Nobody want to see
That
that.
looked real crazy, right? And
Mhm,
then
yeah.
That's just what they're showing you.
it was
Bandana
that was
Travis
just
was
a quick,
good.
you know what it is? That was just a quick flash of the bum rush too. You know what I'm saying? So they just had to throw up a quick little barrier. So let me see. Where's these numbers at? Damn it. I should have highlighted this. Those are the
When I
numbers.
first moved here,
Photos.
I drove from Ohio to Cancun, and crossing the border into Mexico.
Mhm.
You get to the border in your car, and the guy goes, "It's $3." All right, cool, and I'm in.
Well, that's
Then
leaving the US, right?
That's leaving the U.S.
Yeah, nobody's
Then
we're talking about the
10
reverse.
minutes. Well, hold on. 10 minutes later, I
Yeah.
realized I couldn't find a cash machine that would accept my card. So I was like, well, let's just turn around. We'll bounce back to Texas, and I'll find an ATM, pull out a bunch of cash, and get going down the road.
Get robbed.
Took me 45 minutes to get back across the border to the United States. I was in Mexico for 15 minutes. Took me 45 minutes to get back across.
the traffic was crazy trying to get across.
No, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, brother. Nobody was there. Brownsville, Texas, 3 a.m. is
Really?
dead silent. Maybe 25 cars total.
So why was it 45 minutes for you?
Yeah, that's
Because
what
they
I'm
asked
getting
me
at.
every question in the book. I literally got my passport. I got my birth certificate, everything in the car with me. Why you got all this stuff in the car? I'm moving to Mexico. Why are you turning around and coming back? I got to find a fucking ATM. Well, why didn't you take money? Don't take too much money into that country.
You know what happens?
Border
This is
Patrol
when
agents on the U.S. side are kind of assholes. I tried to make it. I constantly make jokes with everybody. I'd make a joke with this dude. He goes, why is that funny? I said, it was a fucking joke, dude. What the fuck?
He's in a
welcome
serious situation.
welcome to how black folks are treated by law enforcement. Okay.
Now, Jeff, let me throw this in here. I looked at
And this is the intro to white privilege being taken away.
I looked into working Border Patrol back in 2006. I was going to go down there and work that job. I will honestly tell you, it's very serious down there because the border is literally, quite frankly, entirely within all aspects a war zone. Seriously, because the Border Patrol agents are getting shot and killed. The politicians in the neighboring cities are getting shot and killed. So no, it's not a game down there. Nothing against you, but that's what you were up against.
Right.
Yes.
No, and I totally understand that. And it didn't take long for me to be like, all right, I got to take this serious.
Yes, you do.
And I was like, dude, I've been here for 30 minutes. Not even. It took me longer to turn around than I've been in the country. And, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, when it comes to the actual places where you can drive in, that's where your normal average cat will go. No criminal record, nothing. He's going to try to cross there. If you want to do something illegal, you're not going to do it there.
No.
There's 400 billion other places.
Like crossing in. So like pretty much, for example, that bridge where we saw all the people, right? Real quick, the bridge where we saw all the people crossing over, right?
I think that's Eagle Pass.
Now, is that usually occupied by automobiles? Is that normal for like people to be like, fuck it? Did they like shut down the road?
Well,
like, you know what? People ain't on this joint. We come in so deep that we
depending on where that bridge is.
Kind of crazy right there. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
It depends.
Random Rick is backstage.
I didn't see where that bridge said it was,
okay.
But there is like where I crossed at in Brownsville, Texas. In Brownsville, Texas, it's literally like 5 lanes deep. It's only cars.
Okay.
And there's sidewalk on each side.
Mm-hmm.
That bridge looked like one of the walking bridges where you can get a car on it, but you could walk across.
That was a lot of walking. Random Rick reviews in the building. What's good, Rick?
Jeff, that other guy down there.
The Tony guy. What's good?
I
How you
sent
doing,
you a
man? Thanks
cease
for
and
joining us.
desist last night, and you're still using it.
Still using it. Y'all still talking about the border? Supposed
Everything.
crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were
You
just
talking about the
yeah.
mob rush at the border, the
rush.
7-Eleven snatch and grab at the border.
The snatch and grab at the border. It was like niggas was hopping turnstiles. That just it was looking crazy. It looked like that shit looked
Oh, got a
it
plan, I
definitely looked
guess.
like some New York shit,
Yes,
to
it
say the least.
I'm glad
But
you
Smokes,
said it
you
before
said
I
you
did
see
because
the
I was
influx
thinking
of
the
these
same
people,
thing.
right? Because I
Say
used
that
to
one
live
more
in
time.
Texas. I didn't see the influx. I didn't see the crisis. I lived in Texas a couple times, 02, San Antonio. I didn't see a big crisis.
In this presidential term, in this
Wow.
term of presidency.
I was in 2019, and then even in 03, I was down
No,
there.
right now. No. I mean in this presidency, this
Oh,
current.
Uncle Joe's? I don't know. I've been down there since 2019 because
Yeah,
pandemic and all that stuff. But
yeah. I mean
the
post
crisis has been
pandemic.
going on since 2011, supposedly. 2011 is when it started.
And Smoke, if I may, you was in
Right.
San Antonio in 2019. I was hearing
Mhm.
stuff going on down there in the 20 teens, 15 to 20. And you didn't see anything surprising me because I know Lackland was catching hell. It wasn't just Lackland. I think Sam Houston was catching hell down there too. Apparently, gang members were in letting others on base and things were happening because we do know what happened at Fort Sam Houston with a couple of those officers. San Antonio was pretty crazy from what I was told. So you being down there saying that it wasn't surprising me.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Yeah.
that's another point of view that we don't get.
Mhm.
The media will show only the worst of it sometimes, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
they look for it. Yeah, they look for the worst.
Well, there was a whole segment they did on Fox News where they had a drone flying over underneath the bridge, and there had to be 500-600 people crossing every couple minutes.
They're
Yes,
not
I
going
know.
to close it. It makes too much
That was
money.
like a normal Wednesday.
It's a big cycle of money. They're not going to close it. Funds the DEA, funds enforcement, funds the jails. That's too much money.
Understood. Understood. I appreciate that.
And I didn't
Well,
want to go too deep into politics and say, but well, I'm Smoke, so I'm gonna say it anyway. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna start with the disclaimer real quick. The views of myself, Mr. Smoke, are not necessarily that they're those of the Sunday Night Smoke podcast or any other guests on the panel. This is my opinion, strictly my opinion, and we do business with opinion radio, right? So I'm gonna say this. It is a business, okay, as far as keeping the borders open and letting the influx come in because I'm thinking it's once again conspiracy. I'm thinking right, this is my conspiracy theory on it. Okay.
Okay.
If you let enough Mexicans flood the country, right? The Negroes who are only 13%, 13, maybe 13, right? As long as we outnumber the Negroes with Mexicans, okay, we can pretty much make the Negroes irrelevant and we never have to cave into their demands because we're going to say, hey, man, listen, we got other people that we have to deal with first because remember, all immigrants have been deemed as colored folks, or should I
Well,
say
you have
minority,
to remember though,
right?
there's
So
a
remember,
caveat to that, Smoke.
Jeff, don't
It's
steal my
not
thunder,
just
goddamn it.
Mexicans.
Hold on, Jeff. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Don't steal
Go
my
ahead,
thunder. I'm
dig
gonna
your
roll,
hole.
man.
Dig your hole.
Once I start talking about Negroes getting replaced, then we got the white guy coming to save us again.
No, but I'm saying,
White guy, don't
is
save me. I
people
don't want to be
crossing the border,
saved.
they're not just Mexicans. You know how easy it is to get into
Don't
Mexico?
save me. I don't want to be saved. Hold on, Jeff. So check it out. So what happens is this. See, when you let the country, you get the influx of illegal immigrants in the country, and then you build the numbers. Okay. So when I say Mexicans, I just mean it as, and I don't mean to classify a group of people, but say South American immigrants crossing the border through Texas, or just immigrants in general, illegal immigrants crossing the border into Texas, right? So what we'll do is we'll beef the numbers up, right? And what we'll do is we get enough of them in the country, right? We can outnumber the Negroes, and then we don't gotta cave to the demands for reparations and we don't got to do nothing for the Negroes. We can just kind of like phase them out slowly but surely with cheaper labor and all of that good stuff. So they're going to bring the South American immigrants illegally in here to replace the Negroes, right? But then you have a built subservient political base of, I'm not even going to say because I don't want to turn this into political fanfare, even though it's too late. But then you have one certain political party which gives a thumbs up to this type of open border policy. Right. So then we're going to vote for them because then it's going to be possible for my cousin, my nephew, and everybody can all just follow the same dirt trail that I followed here, coming illegally without going and following the rules and all that other stuff. So I'm thinking that this is done on purpose, and that's just a conspiracy theory. That this is done on purpose. But that's just, like I said, that's just my opinion. So anyone can, anyone besides Jeff, anyone besides the illegal Mexican that's trying to make his way back into the fucking states.
Wow.
I mean, I agree it's on purpose, but like
turn that music off, Blick. I heard your ass.
Since 2011,
Yeah, I heard it.
they don't have a mouthpiece either, though. Like they don't have a mouthpiece.
Go ahead,
like
Rick.
things like Al Sharpton, stuff like that. They have a mouthpiece in the media to make their, I guess what we say, their subject or their object bigger, right? Like I don't know any people speaking for these people, like as a politician or as a spokesperson. They're coming in, they say they're going to the workforce or the criminals or whoever. Someone's just trying to make a better life. I don't know, right? But I know it is funding like a lot of things.
It's a mixture of everyone, I think. Like good, bad, the ugly. Like you get everything.
Right, you're gonna get everything.
Yeah, you get everything. A little of this, a little of that. Mix it up. But the problem is the little bit of the bad shit is what I don't want. You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem because they don't end up in the people that ultimately make the decisions to keep the borders open. These people don't really end up at their doorstep in their neighborhood, in their community, in their city, right?
Agreed.
Except for the time that they sent a few bus loads to the vice president's residence and stuff like that. But besides that, well, turnabout is fair play because I mean, shit. I'm just saying. I'm sure a busload just unloading, unloaded this afternoon somewhere in my area somewhere. But I'm just saying. But like for the most part, that. So say for example, you get a busload of bad apples, right? Say you get a busload of rotten apples, and just one particular busload. You know what I mean? That's
how
what
many
it
people
really
we got
takes
on here
to
though?
stink up the joint. You know what
We got
I'm
what,
saying?
8 people on here?
7.
We got 7 people. Can't count.
You're right, 8.
So, like I said, I've never experienced this flood. Never seen it. Lived all over. Never seen this flood. This influx.
Okay.
Any of you?
I've seen it. I've seen the coverage on the news and stuff like that.
Right,
So
in
I'm
person,
saying
though,
these people are going
it's
somewhere.
right.
So you
But
think? So tell
they
me,
say
Rich,
like
what
I
are you
walk out and
telling
I'm
me?
tripping
Is
over
this
these people.
conspiracy? Is this cap?
I
Is
will
there
say
nobody crossing the borders? Is this all a freaking smoke and
no.
mirrors?
He's not saying that.
Tell me.
He's saying that he's not seeing the influx. And I will say to support that in some degree. That I haven't seen this influx, but I haven't been to Texas in a while. So, but at
Neither
the
has
same
he.
time, I've
Mhm.
known people or others who have worked at the camps in the medical because they do have camps.
Within the last 2 years, I'm specifically targeting the last 2 years within this last presidential thing where it's been deemed as a quote unquote crisis in the social media and in the newspapers. I'm just talking about within the last 2 years, strictly.
So yes,
Continue, everybody. Go ahead.
this is
Mhm.
what I'm saying. Like,
Mhm.
so I mean, is it 500 people? I mean, I don't know. It does seem like a lot. If that's 500 people, that is like an influx. But we're not talking. We can't just talk about the last 2 years because according to other presidents, or
It's always been a problem.
Yeah, this has been a problem
But it's
since
been
like
no, this influx has been a problem. So, and
But over the last
starting
2 years,
from
the numbers are like almost doubled, is what they're saying.
right,
Like numbers, So for the problem, if it's always been a problem for a long time, steadily rising, say X amount of small percentage, small percentage, small percentage. But when the number is almost double, it becomes a crisis. Correct? Does that make sense?
Oh,
Yes,
We're
it was a
specifically
crisis,
addressing crisis time. Go
But
ahead.
that's
but it
if you
was a
believe it's
crisis.
double. That's if you believe
It
what
was
he's
a
saying.
crisis not
You never know
before,
what to believe. Also, good point. Go ahead. Go ahead,
not
T1.
just this presidency, but
Mhm.
not this the past president, but the president before.
Mhm. Tony
There,
D,
it was a
don't eat in
crisis
front
That's
of
why
me.
then.
Tony's on so many broadcasts so he can eat.
Don't eat in
I
front
don't
of me,
tell him.
goddamn it. Put your
Yes,
damn
do not do
avatar up.
that. He gets shunned.
Go
I
ahead,
swear this
Brony.
dude don't eat unless he's on camera.
That's my promo for the show. I'll be over here.
He
So
just
yes,
ran
I
across
mean,
the border for Taco Bell and shit. This
Yeah,
guy.
he did.
Go ahead, Ronnie. My bad.
no, that's important to note. Like if we need to, is the issue the people coming into the country becoming a crisis, or are we really seeing what we're seeing? That's Are you calling this cap? That is a really good question.
Well, put it like this. Last month, about 6 weeks ago, actually. Remember because I live in New York. Remember the displaced immigrants that were
Mhm.
put into the hotels in Manhattan. So I've
Yes.
seen it firsthand in my city. But depending on where you live,
Fuck that
and
hotel up too.
everything is different. But I'm just saying. So we've seen it firsthand in Manhattan, firsthand, live and direct, where they were rioting. Like we don't want to go to the shelter that we made specifically for you. We want to stay in the hotel in Manhattan and live the high life, even though we're here illegally. So I have a
In
problem with that kind of shit
in
for sure.
2022 alone, 2.76 million
When you stop
crossed the
the
border illegally.
when you stop the flow of
And that's
people like
not
that
bad because that's
into the
like half of
country,
Brooklyn spread all across the
you
huge ass Americas. Like I get it. It's
you
sprinkles and dabs, but where the people end up is what really counts. Go
But
ahead.
then you're punishing the people who are actually trying to leave, even though they don't have the funds for a visa, passport, and all that stuff. They can't. They may not all of them are criminals, and
I
not
didn't say
all
they
of them.
weren't.
They need to really get away from wherever they live. I mean, like
I
the
get it.
crime. Yes, the crime in New York. Well, I won't just say New York, but the crime in the United States is high. But
Okay.
the crime in Mexico is very high. And if I want my kids to live, I'm going to snatch them away and
You
try
know
at the
what?
border. I'm not going. I would do the same thing if crime had gotten so bad that we were. I won't even use crime. Let's use what's that show on Hulu
Poverty.
where the girls and they have babies and stuff like that. And if that was the case, I would try my best to run to the border, even if the
Okay.
borders are closed. I don't care if there's a bridge or whatever. I will run to Canada. So a handmaid tale. A handmaid tale. If you're not
Okay, yeah.
turn into a
No, the
handmaid,
hell you did not bring up that damn TV show. Oh my
I
god.
would do the same. So I can't say like, I mean, it's a crisis. It is a crisis. But the crisis
Okay.
has to be applied on both ends. If the United States and Mexico are not working together to solve this crisis, if United States is doing all the work, what is the point? Because we're going to end up spending our money and our hard-earned labor. We're going to just have these people keep coming over, and so it don't matter what
Obviously.
we do, whether we have a border open or a border closed.
Yes, it does. Because if it's closed, people can't just walk the fuck in.
You
And then we
can't
can
close a
actually
country.
say,
You can't close a country. You can't close a border. People
why
dig
not?
holes. You can't. This don't make sense. It's not a door.
Yeah, but it's an actual physical landmass that it's just like me putting a fence between me and my next door neighbor on a grand
And I can climb the
scale.
fence.
Doesn't matter. But not everyone can climb it. But if you don't put a fence there, any fucking body can walk from side to side. So I'd rather say, you know what? If you got the balls to climb over, go for it. Because
And
if
they
there's
will.
nothing there at all, it doesn't matter. But I just say go for it. Why not? I also say this: women and children only. Men, stay and fix your own fucking country. Join the army, join the police force, be a fucking man, build your community. We only
Police force
accepting
is
women and
almost the most
children at this
dangerous
point.
job in
We're
Mexico.
not taking, well, I don't care. Because if enough men are forced to join the police force, they can stamp out crime because it's the men
Agreed.
that are committing the violent crime. Does that make sense? So if we have enough
Oh, agreed.
men rally against violent crime that are perpetrated by other men, that's how you regain safety and that's how you take back your communities. Okay? So as far as this mass exodus, we'll accept women and
However,
children only.
you have to
But
look at the
men,
caveat
grow
to
a
that.
fucking set of balls. Grow a set of balls and fix your own country. We don't need a bunch of extra men here. Okay.
So we'll go back on the conspiracy theory. Why do you think they shipped them to New York? Right? It's going to get a bunch of news coverage. They could have shipped them to the Badlands in Dakota. No one.
They ship them where there's
They're
coverage.
everywhere.
Right.
They ship them
But New Yorkers
everywhere.
are going to be upset.
them
Right? They're going to be
everywhere.
probably more upset than most people. Right?
Right.
They ship them
So they
everywhere.
ship like what you said, Vice President, D.C., New York, but they didn't ship them to like Oklahoma or the Badlands, where it's just like okay, whatever.
Where they could be
Are you sure?
and have their land.
Or
right?
that's the point. I'm not sure because no one said anything. But New
Well,
York's
you
on
know
the news
what?
all the
I don't
time.
think we should.
Like
we
Utah.
shouldn't. Wait, time out.
Utah.
Yeah.
Time out. We shouldn't give them no fucking land. Did black people get land for building up the country? Fuck
This
this
is the
is where they should have
issue.
their land. Get the fuck out of here.
I would say
I'm
when
saying
they
you in
ship them,
general,
it's on
that's the
purpose.
wrong chain of thought. That's the wrong chain of thought. The enslaved people were not given their land for building up the country. Why the fuck would we give a bunch of dirty ass illegals free land for sneaking in here against the law? Makes no fucking sense. That's what I call hustling backwards. God damn it. Let's put a stop to that fucking talk right there. Let's stop. Let's cease and desist that kind of talk, guys.
Y'all, my people.
No, I think what she was saying though is like almost like a reservation.
Huh?
Like they do with the Indian casino thing where
we got
they give them a reservation.
We couldn't give black people reservations.
Would
You're
you want to
taking the
live on a
same
reservation?
talking point that I just said no. I'm saying that. I mean, and we can remember this is opinion radio, and I hate to be a spoiled brat, you know, for first-time guys that are pulling up on a panel, but I really have strong opinions on this, as you guys can see. You know, like so why should we give
I don't think
people
I'm not
that?
in agreement that he shouldn't be there. It's illegal.
We never have
But
to
I'm
agree.
showing- The point
Go for
was
Mhm.
put in New York like in the forefront to make sure it got coverage, to make sure it spread the hate. And we're still not sure the numbers. I don't know. If you go to work or wherever you work at, that's like 2 people. Do you see this influx in your personal life? And see what they say. Because I don't see it.
I do in my personal life. I've been living in a
Right,
major
and
city.
New York, so you probably do see it. But like where I'm at,
Yeah.
East Coast, I don't see it.
Where you
Texas,
at, Rick?
didn't see it.
Where you at?
Mid East Coast.
Yeah, don't ask him. Don't
You don't got to
ask
say
him.
exactly where. He said mid East Coast. I mean, I'm saying if you got your face on there, like we can find your ass. If you want. Fuck you.
Be diligent.
Random Wrigley's in the house. We gotta mess with you. I'm joking, but I'm just saying though, like in major cities, you're seeing the influx. I don't know what sense that makes. Like you say, maybe it could be for gaslight purposes, part of the conspiracy, right? Does that make sense? That looks
that would
more
be
like
my
a conspiracy, if that's the case. I'm just saying. I don't know. Should we move on to the next topic? No, it's like, God damn, man, I come into some bullshit.
Well,
I'm just saying, like, I don't like those
Before
illegal
you jump to the
motherfuckers.
next, before you jump to the next subject, in
Go for it, man.
21, in
Mhm.
21, 1.7 million. In
Not
22,
bad.
1.2.7.
Are you talking? Is that the number of people who
Illegals.
Illegal dirt bags,
Illegals
documented
that have been crossed. Yeah.
Is it
that
the
we
people
know
who are
about.
crossing? Is it people who are crossing the border, or it's people who are coming into the country illegally, whether it's plane, boat, or crossing?
Border
It says
crossings.
migrants that were stopped. These are people that have been
Border
stopped.
crossings, in other
You
words.
could be stopped
border
at the
crossings.
airport.
Right.
Oh my
You could
God.
be stopped in a shipping yard when you came in a container full of people.
But most of them,
that's
the
not
largest
counting the people
number
that
is probably
got away.
entering on foot across the border. Let's be realistic about it.
We don't know that.
Not really, Smoke.
be
It's actually
honest.
super easy
No.
to get on a plane.
No.
Well, it costs money, and these people are poor, according to time out.
Go ahead.
Because it's good to have both sides of an argument, but let's think rationally before we start walking off of cliffs and shit. If these people are so fucking poor and don't have any money, and they're so famished, and they're this, that, and the other, I think
I
that
have
the
the answer
easy
for
way
you.
would be to enter on foot across the border, opposed to coming on plane where you would have to have some kind of ID. This you're shaking
Not
your head no,
necessarily.
but look, I'm just saying, not necessarily. Well, how much is a flight? You could save.
Well,
I mean, you could
okay,
save 20 years
here's
for a
why.
flight from New
Here's
York
why.
to Mexico. But I get it.
We take
Wrong.
Spirit.
I get
Wrong.
it. But some
if
people
I
have
needed
to.
money,
Okay.
if I needed 100
You know what?
grand tomorrow,
Fuck the
I can
debate. Pull the
take
numbers up on the computer,
25.
goddammit. Let's not go hypothetical. Let's see what the
No,
majority of the people entering the fucking country are coming on planes or on fucking foot. Let's use
I
our
agree.
fucking head.
It's mostly, I would easily say mostly on foot. But
Thank you.
if
That's
you
all I
need
had to
money
say.
to get across the border, you can go to the cartel and say, I'll
You can sell
deliver a
pussy. You
package
can do
for
anything
you
you want. It does.
if you
You're
give me
right.
money.
You can be a mule, but the majority of people do not have the opportunity to be a drug mule because then they would
Of
have
course it is.
money
You know how
and they wouldn't
how
be
easy?
having to fucking come here
No,
to try
no,
to work
no.
for $5.
No, because
Jesus.
it's a one-way trip.
I get it.
I gotta throw a point in here.
I get
Smoke,
it.
you know if I throw this point in here?
Throw all points in because
A
everything is
lot of the
valid.
illegals are not necessarily Mexicans or Central Americans. We got people coming from other countries as well. That's where the
It's
argument
super
gets
easy
But
to
they
get
go
in
from that
Mexico.
route.
Well, that's
Taking
where the
that
argument
route.
gets changed as
Some
far
of
as
them Canadians.
on foot.
Some of them Canadians.
No, I'm talking about some of the Afghans that came over here too.
Well, they came on plane. We know that they came on plane. They didn't walk.
You
But you can fly into Mexico.
But those
You
numbers
can
were
fly
not
into
that.
Mexico from somewhere else a lot easier than you can fly into the States.
There's a lot of Eastern
That's what I'm
European
getting at.
people coming into the country illegally by plane as well. Eastern Europeans.
Asians as well. Let's if we're gonna spill the beans, let's
Not as
fucking spill it
many
all.
illegally Asians as there is Eastern Europeans.
Asians
What
thrive
other
in Mexico.
numbers? Because I hate Eastern Europeans equally as well, if that's the case. Whatever the case. I just don't like you if you illegal. I don't give a fuck if you at the Jamaican restaurant and you black, you illegal, take your black ass the fuck home. If you're Chinese, take your Chinese the fuck ass home. Wherever you are and you're here illegally, get the fuck out. That's what I feel. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. It's all about your status. So let's look up the numbers if that's the case. Okay, because I don't want it to seem like I'm anti-Mexican. Because I really don't like illegals.
No, but
If
you
you're breaking the
did
law,
make the
I have to follow the law. So do fucking you. Because I pay
Mm-hmm.
taxes and I gotta follow the law. So what makes you think you can be here illegally not following the law? Is what I always say about that.
right. That's the issue.
That's the issue that I have, and that's why I take such a strong stance on that kind of.
No, but I think that's everybody's issue. If
like fuck them
2.7 million people cross the
'em.
border legally,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. But illegally is the problem.
Yes, because legally, remember, if you're doing it legally, you remember there are fees associated with it, and it generates revenue for the state and all this other stuff. Like because me and you as taxpayers, we get tickets on our cars and all kind of stuff, and all these things that quote unquote generate revenue for the state. So why should we let people that are illegally here come in for free? They're not generating money for the state. Not yet, at least. Maybe they will become productive, but there's no guarantee. And then we don't got a background check on your ass either, so we don't know who you are. You could have just came up for 10-year bid for slaughtering a family, and the jail got too full, and you slipped through the cracks. We don't know who these folks are coming here. That's what I don't like.
Jails are a joke.
You don't know who, what, where, when, and why. That's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry to go on a tangent. Rick is like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I agree for a lot of it.
I'm just like, fuck that. Like, I'm tired of that shit. So let's move on to the next topic. Anybody else have anything on this?
Yeah, I want to give a
illegal
shout out
bag
to Charlotte B.
shit?
Outside before you go, bro.
Go
What
for it.
Charlotte B. Outside said about the Mexican population in North Carolina, I noticed that late to mid early 2000s, a lot of illegals had residency in Charlotte. Now, if you're in North Carolina, you would have to tell me if I'm wrong. But Charlotte was one of the growing cities outside of Atlanta, the Southeast. A lot of people were going there as much as they were going to New York, just wasn't getting as much coverage. And I like what Random Rick said when you brought up the fact that they were doing it in New York because they can make more press coverage out of it. Excuse me. Nobody's talking about Charlotte. Nobody's talking North Carolina. Charlotte and Raleigh,
major city.
down there. Charlotte is almost as oversaturated as Atlanta is. Nobody's talking about it because we've been going to Charlotte since the 90s. That I've known of from college. When they were graduate, they was going to Charlotte for jobs.
Yeah.
Now everybody's going to Raleigh, Durham. So Charlie B, do me a favor. Check the populations from the early 2000s to now, and even previously, see if it has grown. You said it's large there in North Carolina. I wonder if it's the whole state or just Charlotte itself, if you don't mind. Appreciate it. I'm done.
Oh yeah. Well, you're not done. You're just gonna take another food break and continue eating. Basically, you're not done. You're done for now. While you're
I haven't
eating.
found any article as far as like within travel, but I guess you're right. It is saying mostly that it's border crossing.
Gotta be. Gotta be. Come on, y'all. If we're gonna cap, let's cap for a good reason, not for some obvious shit. Like this has gotta be, guys. Come on. So let's
Well, you
move
know
on.
what, Smoke? If I could jump in on what you're saying, I know you want to move on. I keep apologizing.
No, go ahead.
Izzy was talking about this last year and the year before about the Asian population growing, them taking over, and them getting all the rights and the equity, if you will, that we as African Americans have not been getting. This was
Trying to
going on
go
bigger than what it
back.
was with the Mexicans.
Yep.
He talked about this last year before. He did a lot of broadcasts on it. He kept telling everybody, look at what's going on. It was the Asians and the LGBT movement gaining everything while everybody else is still waiting their turn.
Yeah.
And I
the
will
blacks
put
are
those
still waiting their turn. And what happened is the blacks are gonna keep waiting their turn, and then because what happens is we're gonna just outnumber you while you wait your turn by other groups of people that we let come in here illegally, and then we'll service them, and then you'll get in line behind them, and then we'll figure out somebody else to serve before you.
Yeah,
And then
that's what's happening.
before the by the end of the day, you'll be at like maybe less than 10%, and you'll be irrelevant.
You'll be dead before we could do anything for you. That's
That's
how
the
long we're
long
going to wait.
game.
And that's the bullshit he's talking about. I agree.
That's the end game. So people wake the fuck up and see what it does. I mean, there's nothing we can do to stop it, but I'm just saying, just see where your position is. Look at where your position
Individually,
is.
there's nothing you can do to stop it. No.
You know what I mean? So move accordingly. That's the game right there. But Charlie D says facts, Tony Dean.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. This grown folk talk right here. Let's shuffle the damn Jeopardy board around a little bit here and make it look
I
interesting.
put a nice little I put a link in.
Look at this guy right here. Looking cool with a smoke. What did you say, T-Roni? What you got for me backstage?
I put a link in the private chat.
Okay.
If you scroll to the middle of the page, it has new arrivals of 2021 by reason and country of origin. It is very graphic, and it gives a nice bar graph of who's coming into the country for what. So,
what's the biggest number on there?
We're gonna pull it up.
Huh?
I'm gonna pull it up just because we were leaving that topic. People like no more immigration.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, this would be a nice end cap.
We're gonna pull it up because she went through the effort of pulling it up. So we're gonna rock and roll. Damn it! Gonna put some respect on her gonna put some respect on her hard work and hustle. Hold on, we're gonna present this for everybody.
Well, while you're pulling it up, it breaks it down by 4 categories: people coming into the country for family, for work, for school, or for safety and diversity.
What about the joint MS-13? Fuckery, robbery, and home invasion.
It has not had that broken down. By gang affiliation.
Let's keep it a man out here, damn it. What about them streets?
Bloods. Who wants to join the Bloods and the Crips? And
MS-13s and shit, like, because remember, the gangs are racist too and shit. Like, no, we're not joining.
Well, it shows who's the exodus for. So if you look as far as family, Asia and North and Central America.
Oh man, did I mess it up? Wait, here we go. Wait, did I mess it up? Oh no! Wait a minute. Which one? Immigration and Border Security? No, I think I messed that one up. Hold on, man. Wait.
But it has one of the bigger ones between North and Central America. For North and Central America, work was the primary reason that they come into the country. But for school, Asia has a big block.
Okay,
that's interesting.
Yes,
shit, you touch you by, god damn it. Undocumented. Am I on the right page with all the stats? Yes, this must be the right page.
It says USA Facts. Yes.
Yep. Okay, so where am I at? What am I looking for?
Scroll to the middle of the page.
Okay. Let's see how many people immigrate to the U.S. New arrivals, we talking?
Yep. Under new arrivals, you have the first bar graph, which is a line graph.
Yep.
And then the second is a bar graph and has like numbers. And it says,
okay. Got you. Family.
Yep.
school, all that, right? Okay, so
Mhm.
let me run this down real quick. We have family,
We don't see
Asia.
it. We don't see what you see.
Oh shit, I didn't present it. Oh my
Yeah,
bad.
present off the screen.
I'm being all. I'm keeping all the goodies for myself. Damn it.
Yeah, you are. Damn.
Hold on. Present. If you want more of this immigration, you got it. Damn it. Present. Let's see. Share screen, not stop screen. Okay, we're gonna stop sharing this one. We're gonna present a new screen. We're gonna share this one. We're gonna go here.
Pull it up.
Immigration. Bam. Here we go. Can you see the immigration chart? Let me enlarge this a little more. You guys. Oh, that's what she said. Let me. Yeah, ain't shit. Let's see what we. Okay, I'm gonna read it just in case if the print may be small for the audience if you're looking at it on a cell phone. Let's check out this graph here. Let's see. We'll start from the top. So should I start from the top and work my way across, right?
Sure.
Sure.
So let's stay at 23% of new arrivals. Okay, you have Asian. Okay, family in the family category. This is, like you're coming in to meet family that's
Pink is
already
Asian.
here. Asia. Okay. Then you have North Central America. Okay. But this doesn't give the percentage. It says, wait. Oh, yes, it does. It says North/Central America. 97,996 new arrivals. 28% of new arrivals for family. 6.5 of all new arrivals. So that's 6.5% of new arrivals. Okay. South America. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. Remember, this is documented. Okay. Correct?
South America is technically like Brazil, by the way.
Well, this stretches all the way down because remember, I think that they may is Mexico should be included in
Mexico's
Central America.
North America.
It's
actually north.
So that's part of so Mexico will be North America. Okay, so that's 97. South America would be like Panama, all that other shit,
Yep,
like
Panama and below.
Central and down, Colombia, all
Argentina.
that shit, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's also would be like Latin speaking countries, which also could be bracketed as Mexicans. in
Brazil,
my book.
Colombia.
Yeah. I'm not no disrespect. I'm saying,
Yes.
I mean, I got a South American shorty. I'm not a racist. I'm just saying I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But she paid fees for a visa and stood online like you're supposed to. Because she could easily just ran across the border and save a lot of money and time, but we don't rock like that here. You know what I'm saying? So for those that are doing that, fuck you. But anyway, let's see. So let's go at work. How many of these motherfuckers? Who's coming here to work, or who's coming here to bullshit?
42%.
42%.
Well, as far as the workers, Smoke, I would
North
answer you easily from my perspective, if you don't mind.
62. Go ahead, Tony D. Go ahead.
The workers I've seen in a lot of hotels over the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Most of your hotel workers coming from, it looks like Central and South America, and forgive my demographical discrimination or any aspect of racism that I say it like that. I have seen a lot of Hispanic, Central American, or South American looking women working hotels over the past 20 years in more than one state, in more than one region.
It says
And you know why?
62%. Yep.
Talk to
And
me.
you know why? I'm gonna break that down.
Sure.
I'm gonna break it down, and this is gonna be ugly. This is gonna get super ugly, and they're
Oh,
like,
gosh.
"Oh
No,
man,
God.
I told you
I
I'd
finished
get
my
out of
salad,
here."
so my camera's back on. Cheers, everybody.
They're gonna be all right. Salute to that salad, man. How was the salad, man?
I'm
This
not
is
even
gonna
going to
get
be
super
funny.
ugly
I'm
right
going to
now,
check
right?
every previous
Come on.
Sunday Night Smoke podcast episode.
Why
When I
y'all
get
not
that
coming to
salad in the
take
box, it is over. Let's go.
Sorry, I'm covering you up, Rick. Let me set this up. Yeah, 10-minute salad in a box. I'm sorry, I had your
Sure.
face covered. Somebody got to say something because I'm fucking with these stats. All right, here, this is a better look. All right, so you know why you see these people working in the hotel?
Yeah, go
Because
ahead.
Like that,
no
Tony D?
American wants that job because it pays shit.
Well, Okay, let's dive into that. Let's dive into Americans, Americans work habit, America's work habits, and all this other stuff, right? So, for example, right, if you're born and raised in America, or you're an American citizen, you're entitled to social services. Okay,
Mhm.
let's dive into who are these people that are working in there, the demographic. So you'll see mostly women in the hotels making up the beds, cleaning up the place, stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So if you're an American woman and you're born in America, all you have to do is have a baby and you can get public assistance. So you really don't have
Mm.
to work to an extent, and I'm gonna just say it. And because remember, you can get child support from the father, you can get
And get
housing,
public
you can get
assistance. Yeah.
assistance from the government, you can get food vouchers. So it's pretty much incentivized by the American government not to um work if you're a woman and you have a child for the most part, which sound it may sound crazy, but it's incentivized. If you're not the most motivated person in the world, you can definitely just have a baby and say, fuck it, I'm gonna just take a 30-year welfare career. Okay. I'm just gonna get public assistance for the rest of my life and just
All
never
right,
work.
Glick. Catch you later, dog.
Like, thank you for coming through. I wish I could have got more input
Later.
from you. Oh,
Nonsense podcast. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Y'all check us out.
hey,
Yeah.
drop that damn link in the chat.
Chef, drop the link if you don't mind, please, in the YouTube, please.
That's the
Yeah,
least you can do. That's the least you
Yes.
can do. Let Glick do it since he's
yeah, I'll do
off
that.
camera right now and he didn't get a chance
I'll do
to
it. I got
talk
I got the Spotify link I'll throw up.
because I
Yeah,
was
throw the
doing all the
Spotify. That'd be
talking.
a big one. All I got is social media.
Throw your YouTube up, Glick. Throw the YouTube up too.
I got it. I got it. If he's
Throw
busy,
some,
I got
throw
it.
some stuff up there. But like I say, you're incentivized by Western society to, just have a baby. You don't got to work. So these women just come. They like shit. We don't got that benefit right away. We don't have no skin in the game, so we just got to work. So think about this. You know, that's probably the reason. That's my twisted take on it. Like why that this like you'll see a lot of because they don't want to do that job. Like I don't know the difference between somebody that like you should have the leg up when it comes to these quote unquote oh it's a minimum wage job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have a choice between working a minimum wage job or getting government benefits. What would you do? Would you work
I'd
hard
work.
for a little bit of money? Well,
I'd work.
not everybody has the drive
Exactly.
that you have.
That's the biggest issue.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I see. I got you. I got you, Glick, man. Enjoy your evening, partner. Have a good
Yeah,
time, man.
be good, Glick. Hey, I just put the link in the chat. It won't let me post it. It,
Don't
it
worry.
wants to start showing up on
Don't
your
worry.
end.
Don't worry. Hold on. Put it in the private chat. Put it in the private,
Oh,
and I can copy and paste.
all right.
Put it in the
That's a
private.
whole other
But
ballgame.
yeah, so basically that's the concept of it. So we'll incentivize you not to do shit. That's the game. You know what I mean? So I mean, T-Bone, you
That's
were
a
like,
stone cold fact. That will piss a lot of
in your
people
head,
I'll
off.
put it in
you
the I'll put it in the private chat. I mean the YouTube chat.
But basically, yeah, man. So it's incentivization.
It let me
You know what I'm
post.
saying? Go ahead, man. Anybody can.
It let me post. All right. So
I
on the
posted in the
Spotify.
chat. If you look, and if you look on the public side of the
Mhm.
YouTube when we're doing it, if you look as an audience member, you'll see I got it out there, but it won't let it come up on here on StreamYard. I've noticed
Oh.
StreamYard does that a lot.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I got it. I got it right here. I got it. I think. Let's see
Gotcha.
how.
That's the
As long as y'all
Spotify
give
link
me
when I
to
posted.
Hold on. Let's see. We experimenting. We chit chatting. We spit batting. Let's see.
all
Hey,
podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple
bam.
Music. I
All
got
right.
Mixer Box. It's up there
There you
too.
go, right
So
there. I pasted
yes,
it. I posted it in the what's the name. So
I
anything,
see
just
you,
go to
bro.
the private chat, and I'll paste it on the
We
thing.
got you.
So, all right.
Got you.
Anything you got, just throw it in the private, and I'll just throw it out there. But the incentivization is what stinks up the game. So that's why you see these, they just come across the water. They're like, "Fuck it, I'll do it," because I don't got the luxury to, I don't got the foot. I haven't been grandfathered into the position of where I can just pop out one and get assistance. So I gotta do it the hard way. So that's why these women are thinking, and that's why these quote unquote jobs, for example. I
Are
know people
available.
tired of hearing me,
Right.
right? People tired of hearing me talk, but I'm gonna give one more quick story. Okay.
Mhm.
This is the same T-Ronnie like, God damn it, this nigga. Check it out though. All right. This is crazy because this is the same this story comes from because remember, like, I just like when I'm around folks, I don't actually give as much input because I'm absorbing information, right? So this comes from the same gentleman that says, well, who's gonna wipe your ass when you get older?
Mm.
This is the philosophy of this
Mm.
gentleman. Because his philosophy is very strange. Like, this is my buddy, but I really enjoy his philosophy, right? So check it out, right? And this is no disrespect, no pun intended. This is my boy, right? Cool in the gang, right? So this is the story. Okay. He his daughter, he's a grandfather. Okay. Salute to the grandfathers in the building. You know what I'm saying? He's a grandfather. His daughter has a small child. Um like so many people in the inner city in our communities, you go away to college, things happen. Unfortunately, sometimes you get pregnant in college. I'm not saying no names, so it doesn't matter. There's no shame. Not saying the guy's name like, yo, man, come on, Jimbo, your daughter got knocked up in college, son. So anyway, you know, kids will be kids. You know what I'm saying? The daughter goes away. You get excited. It's the first time you get to stay on campus. You're out of the parents' house. Bang, boom,
Yeah.
bomb. First semester, you come home with a big belly. Like, God damn, you couldn't even finish
It's
one
beer,
semester.
Dad.
You couldn't even finish finals before you got knocked up. So you come home, you have a baby, and all that good shit. Okay, boom.
Apparently, you had some good
Mhm.
shit.
It is what it is. But see, it's a cycle because you're already a baby. You're already
You're a
you're
baby, and
a
you're
baby of
now
a
you're
baby
raising a
mama.
baby, right?
Nah, check it out, Jeff. You're a baby now, but besides the fact, because that's squared now. That's that's baby raising a baby, so that's baby squared, right?
Right.
But
Mm.
besides that, but I'm gonna complicate the equation. You're coming from a baby mama because he's no longer with. He was not with the mother. So he's living with another woman somewhere else, and this is his daughter is with his from a broken family. So it's all right. So number one, she re-perpetuates the I'm a baby mama cycle.
Mhm.
Okay, for starters. Okay, so that's a L. Okay, so and then we're talking about, okay, so what do you think? And we're having the same conversation. I says, how does immigration affect the black community? So we have a bunch of black people that are uneducated and all this other stuff, right? So you're not going to get a good job any goddamn way. So you might as well go for the minimum wage job. But since we have so many people crossing the border and a lot of immigration coming on and all this other good stuff, they get themselves legit, they get their little working papers. Next thing you know, they have all the low end minimum wage jobs, the Taco Bell, the McDonald's, the this, the that, the clean the hotel, right? So he said specifically about the McDonald's, he said, well, hey man, don't nobody want them jobs. Okay. So number one,
Well, unemployment
your
pays
daughter,
$16
come
an
out, come
hour.
out, come out, because I'm gonna,
Go ahead,
I'm,
go ahead,
I'm,
go
no,
ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
covering the logic of this individual. So just
Okay,
bear
go
with
ahead.
me, because anybody with common sense thinks one way, and somebody thinking from a different way thinks a different way. So he says, "Hey man, don't nobody want them jobs?" And I'm like, "Wow, well your daughter is a single mom. She needs to get a job because she dropped out of college, so she doesn't really qualify for the, she's pretty much a high school graduate, and now she's a single mom. She's I guess gonna get child support, probably not because it's another college kid who got her
Right.
pregnant. So you're gonna be funding her life as her father. Okay. So she does need a job like that, a minimum wage job, because she's pretty much, I mean, I'm not saying her life is over, but at this stage in her life, she needs to do something. You know what I'm saying? So she
Right.
does
She's got to
need
get
those jobs.
motivated somewhere.
So you do need to start somewhere, because when I was a kid, we started in jobs like McDonald's and stuff like that, right? And guess what the irony of this whole fucking story is? One of the guys in my neighborhood that lived around the corner was a manager in McDonald's. And guess what this jackass's first fucking job was? in McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Okay. Think about this. So this jackass is gonna say, "Hey man," and don't call him a jackass out of love. So this jackass says, "Don't nobody want the McDonald's jobs. Your first job was in McDonald's, but then your situation was as a single male, but your
Mhm.
daughter now is a mother, a single mother, who now has to depend on my tax dollars to help support her life because she made a bad decision now. So now Smoke has to pay higher taxes to support her lifestyle because she doesn't want to work a McDonald's job. Think about the fuckery and the ass backwards hustling involved in that conversation. So at
Well,
that
it's
point, I said, at that point, time out. Let me finish right here. Let me wrap it up.
go
At
ahead.
that point, I said, you know what? I can't have real conversations with you anymore. As a fucking man that I know for 25 years of my life, I can't have a real conversation with you anymore because your concept of of living and of life and of logic and reality is so fucking warped and twisted, you know.
Got all that from that one conversation. You talked to him for
From
20
all that conversation, no, because what happens is you build it up over years and years and years. You know, you
Okay,
got
what's the first
individuals
one?
that try to keep up with the Joneses, like, oh shit, he bought a new car, I gotta buy a new car.
Got it. It was
You
more
know,
than
it's
okay.
the mentality. It just builds up over time and time and time. And it's like I can't have a conversation with you because you're clearly here and I'm clearly somewhere else. So you know, I still love you. Nothing changes, but I just can't have certain conversations
We're
with you
not
because
running
I
in the
know the
same
result the same. The result is the same because your mentality is the exact opposite of mine.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't pay to conversate with people like that because it becomes frustrating, and you kind of like it. Kind
Well,
of like
it's
I don't want to fuck with you.
it will drag you
Too far.
down as well.
Not really. I just don't talk
No,
about
no, but
shit.
no. What I mean by it will drag you down
Yeah, it fucks up. It
is
makes your
some
IQ. It makes
it'll
you dumber talking to people like that.
no, it doesn't
It
make you
lowers
dumber,
your
but
IQ.
they'll catch you on a bad day and something will make sense. You're like, that makes sense. Why would I work at McDonald's when unemployment pays $16 an hour, but McDonald's only pays $15?
Free food.
Well, that free food. Well, free food because number one, you have a source of income. You can also build your credit, opposed to sitting back and letting your father support you and being on fucking public assistance. So you're
Agreed.
building your life and you're gaining work experience. You have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay. So the whole concept of don't nobody want them jobs. That was your first job. So now, you know, everybody wants their children to do better than them. But when your child puts themselves in a position to where they're behind the eight ball and they possibly won't be able to do better than you, then you got to come with fucking plan B. Okay. But if you think inside of a box and you're living in a fake quote social media high life,
Right.
like you live in a retarded fantasy
Instagram
world,
ladies thinking
and that's the problem that I have with a lot of black folks. See, so people like so Jeff, as a white guy, it's totally retarded. This concept, right? It makes totally no
Oh
sense.
no,
The
yeah.
majority of
Well,
white folks it doesn't, but a small
as a
percentage.
corn-fed white boy from Ohio in the middle of the fucking sticks, where I was taught if I don't work, I don't fucking eat. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me not to work for my
Does
money.
it? And that's what I was taught also coming from a middle class family where it's like, hey man, I'm not gonna bust my ass and just let you sit back and get spoon fed. You're gonna have
Exactly.
to you gotta learn, you gotta bust your ass too.
When I was
Oh
13 years
wow,
old,
I
I asked
actually
my
gotta bust
father
my
for a
ass
brand new
too.
bike,
Fuck.
and
Wow.
this dude
Real.
gave me a job. He said,
There you
you
go.
want a new bike? You can come to work with me," because my grandfather owned the company. He said, "You come work with me. You hand me tools. You do this, and I will pay you." And my grandfather gave me my first job, and I was literally a fucking gopher. I got like
Listen,
$3 an hour at 13 years old. I felt
hey,
fucking rich.
there, there you go. My first job was as a messenger. Okay, my
Mhm.
first off the books job was delivering penny savers for the local supermarket on
Oh,
Sunday
that job
morning.
sucks, dude. That
Look,
job
look,
sucks.
look.
Oh,
Yeah, I deliver papers. That's terrible.
I was
oh,
13. Hey, you know what though? I made money.
get
Okay.
that.
And that set me up and that gave me the mindset that I have right now to keep hustling. Okay.
That's
But
one thing I try to explain to my kids all the time, and I know Tony does the same thing with
gotta
his.
make them do it, man.
Is you instill these values in your kid, and regardless of where you are in your life, if you can't take the responsibility to put that value in a kid, what is your point of living?
Thank you.
Your kid should be your future. It
We
doesn't
had
matter
that.
what
We had that conversation. Yes, we did. We had that conversation. We were
Yeah.
talking about that. You want if the kids don't want to do something, it's up to you to put it in them to want to do
Yeah.
something. Because we had it within ourselves. Let me throw this in. Random Rick, the message you sent me last night, I did just fix it. When you said my YouTube wasn't working, my Twitch
Yeah,
account did fix it. So thank you for that. Back to the original point. All of us as parents who do have kids, I know some people don't. I'm gonna just go ahead and be real. Make sure your kids want to do something with themselves instead of living up under you. You give them the comfortability to know that if they can't do what they want to do, they can stay with you, but they should want to do something with themselves.
Oh no,
This
Tony, I've
generation-
already told my kids.
It's still the
and
values,
I-
man. You got to work hard. It's still the
Well,
values.
I told
Whether you're
my
physically
kids.
working or mentally working, you got to work, man.
Can I add to this to
Yeah, go, please.
also instill to them to it's okay to start over? Because I think
Oh,
sometimes they
100%.
get like
discouraged.
yes. And
You
then
got
they
to
feel
start
like
over at
okay,
least 5-10 times in your life. Shit.
because you have
You
these
have to.
things-
Yo,
sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead. No, please.
Go ahead, Romy.
you have these like facades, like you said, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere, where you're supposed to live this certain lifestyle before you reach a certain age. And being that she is of college age, the McDonald's workers are supposed to be teenagers. She's supposed to be bypassed that already.
No, she had the baby at 19. No.
No,
You,
but
you
already,
ain't even you right out of high school. You ain't even finished a damn
she
semester.
already, in her mind, she probably already thinks she failed already, right?
Right, but
so
No, she thinks she the shit.
as a child,
She big
Oh,
shit.
no.
No, she walk around arrogant as fuck. Wait, time out. Let me give you background on this particular individual.
Oh God, here we go. Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is why I got smoked for the whole situation because I see how she carry herself and everything. It's so crazy.
she's
Mm.
entitled.
Let me give you an example. It's entitled,
hate
right?
that shit.
But it's entitled for no reason because
Right.
your parents aren't exactly rich either. So check it out. Here's how her attitude is so crazy, right? Family function. And this is crazy. Family function. My man has a family function.
Mhm.
You got the barbecue. You know how that go. Everybody come
Right,
through.
right,
bring a
like
plate,
family
bring a
reunion,
bottle,
whatever
bring a
case,
plate,
yeah.
bring a bottle.
Right.
You know how that go, right? So my boy, he started his own liquor brand. All right. You know what I'm saying? Salute the vodka. Okay. It's a vodka tequila type mix. All right.
Okay.
So salute the vodka. Go check that out if you see it in your liquor store. Salute to my man, Big Anthony, Lawson, Queens, representing vodka in the building. You know what I mean? So, of course, me, I got to buy a case just to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? I have them on deck. I don't really drink like that, but I'm just saying. So I'm like, you know what? Let me, let people get familiar with my man's. I'm not just gonna. Everybody else is gonna bring the most popular brands already. You understand? Of course, my boy at the football. People just come and bring stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna let people try something different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so
That's
somebody,
nice.
you can build. I'm doing this to promote my man's brand,
Of course.
obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing it there.
Right.
Of course, that's what it's all about. Okay. So she's a younger mentality type of individual, and this, that, and the other. So okay, she's working the bar behind the bar, talking big shit all night. She's one of those entitled girls. Like just talk a lot, talk a lot, talk a lot, talk a lot. So
I'm gonna go hang out by the tree.
like,
Like,
yo,
hope
try
I
my
Tony
man.
drink.
So I said, yo, I'm telling somebody, yo, go to the bar. I got 2 bottles over there. He got a watermelon and a plain. Try my man's, what's the name?
Fine.
So go over there, ask it. That's for the thing. Whatever. She drops the bottle, drops one of the bottles by mistake, and it breaks. Boom. So it's no big deal. It is what it is. Who cares? But she had to say, "Oh, it don't make no difference. I don't know what that is. Nobody don't want that anyway." So that's her mentality because she didn't recognize it didn't have a quote unquote designer name on it. It didn't say Hennessy or something. She didn't
Right, it
recognize
wasn't.
the brand. It was like, who cares? I dropped it. It don't matter. Nobody want that shit anyway. So that's the whole mentality. Just like, no, I don't want that job anyway. So that's the mentality. So I can understand how like she wouldn't quote unquote want that job anyway because she's entitled. So like my
Right.
thing is, what grade do I grade my friend as a parent? Do you get an F? Do you fail as a parent?
Oh, I'm
Instilling these
I'm
core
sorry, but
values in your
at least a
child.
D because she's still alive. So
I mean, what is
Here's
yeah?
my
You're
thing.
definitely gonna.
When it comes to
Go ahead.
no, okay. When
I
it
don't mean
comes
to
to
be critical.
teaching your kids, the one thing you need to instill in your kids that it's okay to fail. And
Okay.
it's gonna sound racist because I'm gonna bring this up
No such
because
thing, man.
there's
Some of my
black folk
best friends
on
are
here,
racist.
but Colonel Sanders, the dude that started KFC, do you know what age he was when he started KFC?
What, 60? Because he
He
looked
was
old as
40
fuck.
years old.
Don't laugh, white
He
man, with
was
that. Well,
he
white
was
folks
40
age
years old.
faster than
He
Negroes.
had
Like I could be
he had
40 without no gray
he's
hair. The Colonel's whole
well he
fucking
started
shit was. Hold on, let me shit on the Colonel real quick. The Colonel was
the,
40 with all that gray hair. God, he was
he was
stressed the
40
fuck
years
out.
old
He
in
was bathing in
1930.
flour.
In 1930,
Go
he
ahead.
had tried to start 28 other businesses and failed at every single one.
And you
He
know
had been
why?
fired from like 30 jobs because he sucked at it. But the one thing this cat could do was cook. And he literally started selling chicken door to door. The dude was a hustler. And when he died, he sold the company. Before he died, he sold the company, and he sold the company for billions of dollars.
And that's great. Yo, salute to Colonel Sanders, man. But I'm gonna let me see. Can I shit on him one more time? Let me shit on the Colonel one more time. How much money did black women or the actual black woman that invented fried chicken, who was a slave, get for royalties from Colonel Sanders for stealing that motherfucking recipe? Colonel Sanders, rest in peace, but you owe.
Are you saying white people can't season their chicken to smoke?
No, I'm just saying that they stole the recipe from black folks.
It would not surprise me.
Just like Country Time lemonade, because remember they stole that shit too. Negroes invented lemonade. And they say fuck it. The white folks said this is the worst food ever. Give it to the Negroes, and they made it into lemonade. They said, "God damn, these niggas smart." And then Country Time steal the recipe, and they get rich. They just stole every fucking thing before the music. Way before the music, they stole the food. They stole the music. God damn it, Jesus!
But when
I'm
it comes
sorry.
down to it, if
But Jeff, you my boy.
if you teach your kids that failing is okay, you know, that you're gonna fuck up. I'm 42 years old. I just started a career a year and a half ago that I'm killing it at. Where
you mentioned
2 years ago I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together.
And she ain't leave you yet. God damn it! Salute to your wife,
Who
man.
the fuck you think was supporting me?
Yeah, no shit. That's what I'm
I was
know
a
your story. You
stay-at-home
my
dad.
boy. They don't know that I know you, but you.
Right. I was a stay-at-home dad for 11 years because I moved down here because of my wife, and I moved down here for another woman. She
Oh shit! Come on, don't give
But-
everybody the dirt.
But when my wife and I got together, we didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. And I kid you not, I think in 3 months' time, we moved to 3 different apartments because we couldn't afford the rent. And the next cat would go, "Oh, we'll front you the deposit. Go ahead and move down in." And then we'd have to move
Don't
again.
do that to Negroes. God damn it! That's the right benefit card. Working. Negroes don't get fronted apartments except in the projects.
Well, oh no, these were in the projects. Like these areas I don't drive in today because my car won't make it out. But it's if you teach your kids that it's okay to fail. If you know, my son loves to draw, and I encourage it. It's not he may not ever make a living on it, but it makes him happy, and it stimulates his creativity. I have ADHD. I can't focus on anything for too long. Which is why I do so well at my job because I'm running 3 departments at once.
Salute to that, man.
And the only reason I do so well is because I can't focus on one of them too long before another one pops up and I have to shift gears. I'm good at that because I've been doing it since I'm born. And I was explaining to my son the other day. It was my daughter. She wanted to ride her bike.
Man, you can't confuse the two of them, man. Don't fuck this up, Jeff. I'm giving you the floor. Don't fuck this up.
Because I
Go
bought
ahead.
them
Continue,
bikes.
man. Continue. Go ahead.
I bought them bikes with my first paycheck. I bought them bicycles, and I was teaching my son how to ride a bike. And now he rides bike like you read about. My daughter, she wanted to ride. So I got the training wheels thing, and I was teaching her, but she just couldn't get it, and she'd get frustrated and get angry and cry. And I was like, hey, it's okay to fail. I'm still gonna love you either way. If you just keep trying, you cannot give up. If you give up, you'll never ride this bike.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like when I taught them how to swim. Although I did teach my kids how to swim, like the Duke. I just
White
threw
boy
him into the
style,
pool.
just throw him in the water.
I
Oh
throw him
man.
in the water, and like, hey, if you don't make it,
Wait.
then don't make it, you're gonna die.
Time out. This one thing I don't understand. Who started this? Look, I'm gonna switch gears. Who started this fucking that style? What do you call that style? What did you call that? What did you call it?
It's sink or swim.
Sink or swim, man.
Sink or swim. This is straight white boy shit. Because you
No,
just
I
throw
learned
them
how
in
to
the-
drive that way. My grandfather handed me the wheel and said, "Grab the wheel. You're gonna kill the whole family."
No.
I shit you
See, that's
not.
what. Oh man, that don't mean to turn this into
I
the
was
black and
6.
white shit. But bro, y'all do shit. Y'all operate by different laws and shit, man.
But we were also out in the
Black
middle of
folk, we
nowhere.
wouldn't throw them in the. Yeah, we don't climb mountains. We don't throw the kids in the water that can't swim. It's certain shit. We don't give the kids the wheel, the car.
That's because you're coddling. I'm sorry, you coddle them.
Jesus Christ.
They do.
How you fucking swim? No rules.
It's survival
No
of the
rules
fittest.
for white guys.
Oh man.
I tell my kids the same thing. Fuck up and die. I'll make another one look just like you. Don't worry about it.
Oh man. Not if they driving in fucking. Oh man. Let's
I
think
learned
about
how to drive on ice. My grandfather, I was 14 years old. My grandfather took me out in the middle of a fucking field that was so muddy you could barely walk in it. And he said, "You see those 2 trees? I want you to be doing 60 when you hit in between those trees." I hit the tree.
Yeah, because he shouldn't have been having a fucking kid doing that. Number one, especially
drive
after
like a
about
motherfucker now.
beers, especially after a case of beers. or
Yeah.
No, this
whatever
man was
the fuck he
100% sober.
on. Jesus.
Well, I was also I grew up on a farm, so it's like
Yeah,
I've been
moonshine.
driving a tractor since I could walk.
Oh, okay.
I used to drive combines and you name it. Now I live
A
in a
tractor
city
don't go
where
60, but a tractor don't go 60. That's some bullshit, man.
but that 1972 Jeep
That's some
did.
bullshit.
That 1972 Jeep did, boy.
Are we doing the last topic, or are we gonna
Okay.
hold it for next week?
Okay, yeah, because we had 3 hours right now, so we're gonna just wrap it. Yeah, because we're just gonna kind of filibuster our way through the next 7 minutes and just kind of think because we're at 3 hours already. Next week we're gonna actually next week is gonna be a full dedication because this is gonna because like you said, like some of the items like out the gate, he was like, shit, we can do a whole thing on this. God damn it. I kind of wanted to squeeze a couple of things in, but of course that's how that happens. But next week I'm gonna try to get a couple of guests on here specifically and mix them in with the regular, the panel of regulars. And of course everybody on here is always welcome anytime to pull up Random Rick reviews. You know that. And Jeff, I got two first time appearances on here today.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll salute you fellas for pulling up. Random Rick.
Through
I would
YouTube, and I was like,
also
"Smoke's on. I'm gonna go say hi."
Yo, man, and I appreciate it because I know Sunday is tough for like you. I also like to thank Glick for coming through because I know Sunday is tough. It's like a family day for you guys. You know what I mean? Random Rick, I'd also ask you in the meanwhile while I'm talking shit and not giving you a chance to talk. Put your in the chat, please, in the private chat. Could you put your channel? I would like to post it when I get by the time I get back around to you, so I can post it on the screen while
All right.
Did either of you see the intro when we did Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No, I wasn't here for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we covered a few things opposed to usually just one thing. We covered a few items tonight. From time to time we'll switch up the platform. We'll cover like current events. So this week was kind of like this week in fuckery, I guess. This was a lot of. This was, so we started with the Tekashi 6ix9ine gets ass beat in LA Fitness. Then we branched over to Donald Trump indictment. Go ahead. What do you feel about that? If you would like to touch bases on Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I'm sorry. I learned very early on, snitches get stitches, and that's what happened.
Oh shit! That's even a law in the European community. Snitches get stitched. It's cool to snitch.
I'm sorry.
White must
That's what
fall.
happened. He
Yeah,
played
that's
the game.
universal.
He played the game. Fuck around and find out. And he fucked around. And he found out.
There you go. You gonna learn today. Is what Kevin Hart is saying, motherfucker. So what we're gonna do is, in closing, we'll work our way around the horn. We're gonna start with you, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Like I say, I think I may have the link. Wait, did you put it? What's the name? Oh,
I
let's
put it.
see.
It's in the YouTube chat.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay, let me find it. Let me try to scroll back to
Is
you.
it?
But let's talk. Yeah. So let them know where we can follow you, Jeff, and all that good stuff, social media, all that good shit.
Myself. I go under KTKM Productions. Whole weird thing about the name. I'm on TikTok and Clapper right now. I'm on Instagram as well, but I'm never there.
KTKM. I'm gonna put that.
Productions. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in there because you're familiar with Sonata.
And Rick, I did catch your Sega Genesis Outrun episode. I loved it, dude.
Oh yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
I used to love that fucking game, man. That game was awesome.
He definitely comes with a lot of nice throwbacks, Jones.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
saw another one. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw another one, and I wanted to ask him about it. And it's an older game. It's I think it's like it's gonna drive me nuts until I find it.
Somebody put some oil on them door hinges.
I know.
Yeah.
What the hell?
No, it's my office
chair, the scary chair.
It sounded like a
rocking chair.
The werewolf
No,
is
it's-
sneaking in through the back door.
It's my daughter walked into my office asking me a question. I can't remember what episode it was, but Rick was talking about something else. I was like, I used to play that fucking game long time ago.
Man, oil your door hinges and change the 9-volt batteries and your smoke detectors. Everybody out there, just for future reference. Let's keep everything maintenance. Random Rick reviews. Let me throw your joint up there. Talk to me, man. Hold on. Wait.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's find me on YouTube and Instagram mainly. I don't mess with my Twitter too much. Yep, mainly and Twitch and Rick reviews. Look it up. I'll be there. Lots of the days of the week. And I'll post on YouTube every week. There's gonna be something on there.
You do a lot. You do a lot of. Hold on. I'm trying to think this. I'm having technical difficulties here. I mean, you know what? I'm trying to copy this and paste this. Random Rick reviews. You drop a lot. You drop more than once a week, pretty much, don't you? I see. I get notifications from time to time.
I do a long form on Thursday or Friday, and then I do shorts throughout the week.
Right.
Okay. Copy. That's Random Rick reviews. I'm gonna type this out my damn stuff because I'm trying to.
I put it in a private chat.
YouTube. Yeah, you definitely did. No, you put it there. You did. You definitely put it there. But I'm gonna
Put it there again. Yeah, so it can be.
Yeah, I'm
all
gonna.
together.
Shout out to Random Rick for being in the audience and then coming up and then inviting people on the show as well. Big ups to that motherfucker.
Oh, that's right. Y'all welcome. Do a podcast weekly. It was on Fridays at 10. It might be moving soon. But yeah, always welcome.
Big ups to his son, bitch. I'm gonna give him his credit, Smoke. I ain't gonna lie. He be right there. He be ready to come out the rest of us.
Whoa! Somebody's needle scratching on a record.
Yeah,
with
that
you.
was Tony. Oil, getting needles on the record. What's going on here? We breaking down in 3 hours.
Breaking it down. All right, here we go. We're gonna copy this. Now I'm gonna paste it over here. So you do live. You live every Let me Random Rick. You're live on
It's always been Friday nights. Yeah, 10 p.m. Friday nights on YouTube and Twitch. It's usually what we do. Might be moving days because I don't know, get some more traffic or not. Because I know people do their stuff on Fridays. Saying, we'll see.
All good, man. Random Rick reviews. Thanks for joining us, my brother. Check this channel out. YouTube, Random Rick reviews. Definitely. Listen, I may have to. Next time you get one of them Hot Wheels, the Batmobile Classic joints. Oh man. Next time you see that, grab me one. I know it's a collector's item. It may cost a couple of $100 probably by now. Who knows? But
Yeah, the Dollar Tree.
Gave away your secret. Quiet.
Hey man, don't spill the sauce. Don't spill the sauce. let's boost the value of these goodies up that you reviewing stuff. Let's get your eBay up.
Right, limited edition.
Hey, Rick, that reminds me, Rick. Check your old Hot Wheels. You're looking for an old VW van with 2 surfboards in it. And if it's pink, it's worth 1.3 million.
1.3 million.
A pink
It's
Volkswagen Mini.
He's a
Mini
Volkswagen
bus,
with
the
2
van.
surf.
Like the Scooby Doo. Remember
two-
the old school
Yeah.
Scooby Doo joint? Like the
Yep,
Scooby Doo.
yep. If it's
With 2
in the
surfboards.
package, it's worth 4.8 million.
How many? They must have only made a
Only-
handful of those. Just curious.
Only 60 of them were ever made.
You said
It's the
60?
first run.
Yeah, that's low for their production.
run
They-
of-
they put a lot of stuff out, like
Well,
heavily.
it's the first run. Well, look, they did make multiple of those Hot Wheels, but the pink ones, I think there's only like 10.
The original version of the limited edition. Salute to the limited edition. Tony D, get at us.
Man, y'all already know I'm gonna save y'all
I
a
have
headache.
to.
Find me on
Wait, hold on,
Linktree.
I got it
Find me
already.
on Linktree, Tony Original, Tony D. Original. All of my little subliminals that y'all been seeing me talk about for 2 years are all up in there. Definitely, I'm trying to get my Twitch, my Twitter, and my YouTube numbers up more than anything. Please follow me on all of those. Charlie B, I'm going to try to check you out. I tried to find you last week and couldn't pull yours up. There's a bunch of Charlie B's up there, but everybody follows Smoke. I'm gonna try to follow. I appreciate if y'all follow me. My YouTube's not really as active as my Twitch is. My Twitch is always on. Please follow me on Twitch. Please follow me on Twitter. Let me tell y'all something. We can all monetize on Twitter. I say we get to work. Any and everything we can monetize on. Let's do this. We up here a little bit too much. We up here a little bit too long, and we ain't making enough money at it. Holla at your boy.
Ed D, y'all, let me drop this thing one more
Send
time.
Tony $1,
D.
everybody.
This is the Linktree link
Send
right
Tony
here.
$1.
No,
Hey Jeff, you said it's KTM Productions.
KTM Productions, yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. All right. That's
I got a
YouTube.
YouTube channel as well. There's a
KT,
YouTube
let
channel
me
as
put
well.
that
But
up here also. So that's linked.
did videos for a while.
The original. This right here.
Yeah, there it is.
Jeff.
All one word though.
KTM Productions. Oops, all one
And then
word.
of course, Nonsensical Nonsense podcast.
Always.
Monday, Wednesday, and
Y'all
Friday.
already know what that is.
When was it
Monday,
Saturday?
Wednesday, sorry, I said Friday. I don't know why I said Friday. But 6 Central, 6 Eastern.
Okay, so we're gonna run this down one more quick time. Nonsensical Nonsense podcast.
Charlie B
6
outside.
p.m. East Coast time. That's Mondays, Wednesdays, and
Saturday.
Saturdays. All right. Don't forget, check
We
them
do
out
it
on
for 3
YouTube.
hours.
All right. Also check them out. All
We're on
platforms.
Clapper. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube, Twitch.
Yes.
What am I forgetting? Facebook.
Facebook. Charlie B, I am following you. I got you. My bad. I do got Charlie B followed.
Safe travels, Charlie B.
Yeah,
Safe
you safe, man. You safe
Charlie
on the
B. All right. Let me throw my man Charlie B outside. Also check out my man Charlie B. The link is in the chat right
chat.
here. It's also on the screen. Charlie B outside. Exquisite travel. He's on his way. He's on the move, man. He's all right.
Safe
Fidel
travels.
Castro. He's gonna be in Cuba tomorrow morning. I'm so sorry I couldn't make that trip with you, my brother. But enjoy. Get a lot of footage. That Egypt footage
Well,
you
when
have.
are you going to come back down here?
I should be
Still
down
only
here.
a beer from the last time you said, I'm coming down, and then you're on the other side of the fucking country.
Jazzy P, I followed you too. So I got Jazzy P Jones followed. I got everybody in the chat followed. All right, we all squared away. That's what's up. Bandana Travels. I know I got you.
I'll be out there in the summertime. This time I'll be on the Cancun side. Once again, and that was like, that was kind of last minute, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
understandable. I'm just
But I'll be
I'm just
definitely-
busting balls.
This summer I'll be in the building. So check my man Charlie
Yeah.
B. Check him out. Also, boom, Castro, get some cigars, smoke up, chill, and all that other good shit. See, Roni, talk to us, sister. What you got cooking on the back burners?
Okay, so for those who don't know who I am, coming on the
Allow her
show,
to
my name is
reintroduce
T.
herself.
Roni Robinson. Okay, I am the co-host of Sunday Night Smoke. Y'all know
The
what
first lady of the Sunday Night Smoke podcast. Damn
No.
right.
Yo, put some respect on it.
Say hi. Say hi to Smoke. Say hi to me. All right, that's how it goes.
Damn, you come in the joint.
You can't just roll up in here and just be talking.
Is that a shot? That was a
Get 'em.
shot. Oh
Get 'em.
shit!
House with the shoes
Shots
on.
fired.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put my information. I can be found T Roni Trinkets on Instagram.
Got you right here.
And mainly Instagram. If you find me at any other place, then you really were looking for me. But find me on Instagram, okay? And Pinterest, T Roni Robinson. And Smoke, can you put the Gmail?
Yep.
Put the Gmail up firstly. Thanks, right?
Stay with the Sunday Night Smoke podcast. You damn right.
Put that Gmail up so we could get, like folks talking. So we don't have the radio. We used to do the radio, right? So we lost that. So
You know what happened? I think what happened is it's not like it was lost, but it was more so since the chat became a little more active, it became like a little crazy to manage both
Okay.
sides, like
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
lines,
Right.
There's so much shit going on with the screen bouncing and
it.
all that other good stuff. But
And
you could
don't
also
forget Tony D's OnlyFans. Just saying.
I don't have an OnlyFans. If I got an OnlyFans, y'all let me know. I'm tired of y'all telling me I got
OnlyFans. You got a feet finder. You got it all.
Stop lying.
Man. I know
Stop
you do.
lying. If you see one, let me know because I did not make that shit. I'm reporting it. Fuck.
I want that money.
At gmail.com. Like I say, I'd like to thank everybody for coming through, joining us. Let me shout out the chat real quick before I shout out the panel one more time for the road. Charlie B outside, my dude. Travel safe. Check out this channel, YouTube, Charlie B. Outside. We've seen that Nonsensical Nonsense podcast in the building.
Star
Thanks
Child.
for joining us, Star Child. Thanks for pulling up. We see your reception was a little crazy today, all that good stuff. But we'll see you next Sunday. Bandana Travels in the building. OG Classic Jones. You are man. You pull up in the chat. You know what I mean? You got to pull up live. Come on, man. We got to get you up here, face on. You know what I mean? Keep it real face on productions. Jazzy P Jones in the building earlier. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us, man.
Don't
Once
forget
again,
to sign the NDAs.
I'm sorry.
Sign your NDA.
Don't forget to sign your NDAs.
Don't forget to sign your NDAs.
And
Once
don't
again,
forget
Random
statute
Rick
limitation. Clock's
reviews.
ticking.
Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. My man Jeff, Chris Glick, Tony D, Star Child, T Roni Trinkets in the building. And once again, it's your man Smoke. And we're gonna end it with
Random
a
Rick.
nice little promo, y'all.
Random Rick.
Good night, y'all.
Podcast. That's how I know you're a little bitch because it don't have nothing to do with that. So I'm gonna keep using Smoke, and my podcast is not called a Smoke Show. My Tuesday show is called the Sunday Night Smoke Show. That show that we talk about.
Hell of a promo. Sometimes you gotta build up the drama to shit, man. Check it out next week, y'all. Same time, same channel. Hold it down. Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. One love. Oh man.